Wednesday night here in Calgary as our coverage of the Calgary Tim Hortons Brier continues on a day we call moving day. Teams moving up, teams moving down the standings. Draw 12 going this afternoon. Saskatchewan, Northern Ontario, Steve Laycock, Saskatoon, Brad Jacobs from Sault Ste. Marie. Now this is in the 7th. 7 rocks in play. Laycock with his last. And watch this. He'll touch 4 and make them all disappear. But there's those 3. That string of pearls right there left for Brad Jacobs. And guess what he does? You got it. Bang, 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 they're gone. 7 rocks disappear on 2 shots. It was a blank as Northern Ontario wins it 4-3. That's 9 straight for the Olympic gold medal winner. Team Newfoundland Labrador, Brad Gushue against Alberta. Kevin Cooey. Those yellow stones on the lid, they belong to Cooey. Final stone in 10 for Gushue from St. John's. And watch what he does. Bang it back. Red. It'll sit there, and he backs up the stone to score the winning point. What a shot. Calls it one of the best he's ever made in his career. And that's from a gold medal winner. 8-7 your final. 2 other games on the ice, and 2 teams that are moving on up. Team Canada wins, and so does Quebec. So as we check the standings, top of the table still, Northern Ontario undefeated. Then look at the teams at 3. Look at the teams at 4, and if you're 5, well, you're going to need some help, aren't you? Here's what's ahead. Draw 13 on this Wednesday night. You'll have your choice. TSN 4 and 5, Saskatchewan PEI, or TSN 1 and 3, British Columbia, Manitoba, as our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier continues from the Saddle Dome in Calgary.
Steve Laycock has quietly gone about his business at the Brier. A tough loss to the leaders of the pack this afternoon has dropped Laycock's record to 4-3. Can the green and white get hot at the right time? It's been a long week for Prince Edward Island. Coming through pre-qualifying, the spotlight has been on Adam Casey. A couple bad breaks has left PEI in the bottom half of the standings. They look to get back in the win column tonight in Calgary. It is Wednesday night in Calgary at the Tim Hortons Brier. It is East versus West in our feature matchup as Saskatchewan takes on PEI. Welcome back inside the Saddle Dome, everybody. Brian Mudryk, joined by 4-time Brier champion Dave Nedewin. And earlier today, Saskatchewan accomplished something that not a lot of teams have been able to do, and that's give Northern Ontario a real good run. It was a loss for Steve Laycock. That being said, they're very much in the playoff hunt. How did they get over that loss earlier today?
Well, I've been really impressed with the game plan from Team Saskatchewan. What they need to do is continue to be patient, get 2 with the hammer, and force 1 without it. The one thing I will say, which I thought I'd never say about Steve Laycock, he needs to find his draw weight. Meantime, for Adam Casey and PEI, their biggest win came at the beginning of the tournament when they made the pre-competition, qualified, and got here to the Brier. Obviously, Adam wants more. He's here for the first time as a skip. Now, he has that handful of losses, mathematically still alive. How do they approach the rest of the Brier? Well, they really need to forget about the standings right now. 5 is definitely mathematically alive. They need to keep playing patiently and improve as they go. The one thing they're going to have to do is Adam can't do it by himself. He is going to need Josh Berry specifically to step up and beat the opponents in his position. So the game plan brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures. So PEI at 5 losses. They don't want number 6. Saskatchewan wants to get hot. First rock next from Calgary.
To get to a World Championship and represent Canada would be a dream, and extra special for Saskatchewan just because it has been 35 years since that's happened for another team. We were kind of joking that all the guys on our team weren't alive the last time Saskatchewan won the Brier, so it's more of like a legend than it is an actual expectation for a lot of people. So obviously it'd be great if we can do that, but it's gotten to the point where I don't think that it's really a feeling of pressure anymore for teams that represent Saskatchewan.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Just a reminder, here's our coverage tonight on TSN. On 4 and 5, you have Saskatchewan taking on PEI. Meantime, on Sheet D, TSN 1 and 3, it's BC taking on Manitoba. Both those teams do not want loss number 5. As for our feature matchup, it is time to meet the teams. It's brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Steve Laycock, skip of Team Saskatchewan. Our lead is Dylan Myers, our second is Colton Flash, third is Kirk Myers, and we curl out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
I'm Adam Casey, skip of Team Prince Edward Island. My lead is Robbie Doherty, my second is Anson Carmody, my third is Josh Barry, and we curl out of the Silver Fox Curling and Yacht Club, as well as the Charlottetown Curling Club.
On this Wednesday night, the Saddle Dome is pumping. We had a fantastic day of curling already. The afternoon draw epic, our feature matchup. Both these provinces obviously very proud to wear the green. Saskatchewan taking on PEI. For Saskatchewan coming on that loss earlier today, a 4-3 record coming in. Meantime, PEI already at 5 losses. They do not want number 6. Adam Casey here for the first time as a skip. Steve Laycock, he is back. Of course, won back-to-back Saskatchewan titles. Last year, very close to the playoffs. Hoping to make the Final Four this time around. And obviously, Dave Nettewin, both these teams needing a big-time win. It is PEI. They're going to throw the Yellowstones tonight. Saskatchewan, the Redstones. PEI winning the draw to the button. So Steve Laycock and company, they'll start things off on Wednesday night.
15. Okay. Let's go.
And the skip, who's been very solid all week long, puts the broom down, and his lead is Dylan Myers.
Yeah, it's that time of week, Brian, when we can actually start looking at stats and starting to get some type of trends that may be occurring. And the one thing that I've noticed going into this game is when you look at the points for versus points against, Saskatchewan is at plus 0.9 per game. So they're scoring about 6.4 points per game, and they're giving up about 5.3 on average. So, you know, and we know that's probably the case. They have a fairly conservative style game. They don't want to get in a lot of trouble. They go after their deuces when they can, but they try and limit the points that the opposing teams are getting. On the contrary to that, PEI is at a negative 2.3, so they're giving up 7.3 points per game and only scoring about 5.1. So it's not that PEI doesn't have the shots to score points or generate points. What they need to do is find ways to limit the oppositions, and a lot of those are steals. And it comes down to the fact that PEI is closing up the forefoot and not giving Adam Casey shots to hit the forefoot, and he can draw incredibly well. He's been showing that all week.
We want to welcome Adam Casey to the broadcast as he gets into the house in time. Lead stone on the way now from Robbie Doherty.
7, 6, 7, 5. Top 4 foot now. Top 4 foot.
Just you. Go. Hard. Keep going. Yep. Good throw. Too much ice.
Go, Duke. Make it. Heavy hack. Pretty good. Little wide, guys. Pretty good weight. Yep. Weight's good. Easy. Whoa. Yep. Good weight. Hack. Whoa. Right off. Come on, baby, a little bit.
So a lot of times you would see Team Saskatchewan throw their first rock into the rings and play a fairly open style first end, but obviously they want to attack PEI early. They threw up the center guard and had a good chance there to hit and roll behind the guard.
Back line, hack.
Robbie Doherty making his Brier debut. It's the first team at the Brier for this entire team as a team together.
Back line.
Whoa. You got enough to get it through.
But the rest of the players with Brier experience.
Okay. I thought I threw mine great. Like hack or board?
Board.
Go, buddy. Board weight.
Easy board. Yeah, barely pushed it out.
Colton Flash has been having a really solid week. I mean, he never really drops very low in his percentage. He's sitting around 83% right now, which is fairly solid. It is 8th. We're tied for 8th overall among the seconds, but you know, we've watched him make a lot of big shots.
That rolls, but it pops out the other side of that guard.
Normal out here.
Should be right up here, Anson.
Yeah, should be real close.
Yeah, should be real close.
Anson Carmody played with Eddie McKenzie at the Briar in 2013 and last year as well.
Normal.
Whoa.
Good normal.
Close.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, close. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hard roll.
Hard.
Good throw. That's good. Okay. Same weight.
Board.
Same weight.
Fraction, no less, because it's going to be crispy here.
buddy.
Okay, I'll throw just a fraction more.
Yep. Good board. Heavy board.
Whoa.
Heavy board.
Whoa.
Close. Yep. Heavy.
Yep.
Really hard.
Yes. No roll.
And just having a hard time getting the roll to be buried. That one's open top 4.
Good one.
Board weight.
Just let us know.
Mine ran good here, Anson.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too fresh.
Yeah, they're throwing nice controlled weight, just hack to board on these so they can get the curl. As soon as you throw more than the board weight, they run very straight.
Hard.
Whoa.
Close. Yeah. Board.
Whoa.
On and off the entire way down.
Roll it.
Usually means it's close, but
Okay.
Great weight.
they stick it.
Yep. Hack.
Well, the same as yours. It looks the exact same as yours.
Yeah.
Weight control is certainly one of the themes that we've talked about this week because it is so sensitive to changing your weight. The team that picks up on the weight control first, you know, usually has a very good chance of scoring some points early in the game.
Fraction heavy.
Close. Clean.
This team really could be the future in Saskatchewan. They win back-to-back provincial titles. Steve in his 30s, but this entire team, Kirk, Colton, Dallin, all in their 20s. And gaining that experience last year at the Briar, obviously very critical, and they performed really well this year in Calgary.
Yeah, I've had a chance to play against this team as it is quite a few times, to be honest. And they just keep getting better and better and better. You know, they've gone from a team that was sort of that top 10 maybe in the country, and they've worked at it with their trainers and coaches, sports psychologists. They implement every tactic they can to improve themselves, and it certainly shows. They, you know, one of the thoughts with Steve himself was that he's such a good soft shot player and drawer, and that his hitting game wasn't there yet. But he's shown this week he's made some big time, big weight shots that we've had the pleasure of watching. So he's got all the tools in him.
Same weight.
Let's go, boys. Heavy half. Let's go. More weight.
Same weight. Hair more.
I think it's a hair more.
Fraction more. Clean.
Saw Steve make
More
that
weight.
quadruple takeout earlier today against Northern Ontario.
More weight.
And then Brad Jacobs answering with his triple blank. And then Brad Goucher, the shot, never mind of the Briar, but maybe of the year. That double run back spin. He tried to describe it himself in the press conference afterwards. Didn't really have a word for it other than clutch, and he called it the best shot he's ever made. And that was to win the game. And there was a bunch of stunned faces belonging to Team Alberta. I don't think they could believe it.
A little more.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
And they continue to play that same hit on the nose, and now they're going to be maybe out of the rings.
Well, he's going to come under then. If he knows, what is he going to play? Yeah, I think so.
And then if he knows, we'll go around everything.
Totally agree. Huck. Yep. Let's go, Stevie. Let's go, bud.
Yeah, nose hit here makes it awfully difficult for PEI to make a play on it.
No, you don't.
What he draws?
You make a
Flop a couple inches your way down.
Yeah. Just to be in house?
Yeah.
Board weight or?
Solid hack. So to skip stones here in the first.
Solid hack.
Clean. Yep. Yep. How much? Clean.
Board.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa, clean, clean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hard.
Yes. Hard.
Nice shot. And you talk about those soft shots that he's developed. Of course, Steve Laycock played with Pat Simmons out of Saskatchewan in the lead position. So he has that experience, and of course,
I mean, even if he makes the run back, I should have a draw. No,
has
I don't
turned
think
himself
so.
into a
'Cause that way if he makes it, he's
very
stuck.
strong
Like, I
skip.
Yeah, he's gone from
makes it, I
skipping
can
in
run with
juniors
footwork.
to playing lead for a very good team when he got into men's, and now obviously taking the helm and skipping a very successful men's team.
He knows what it takes to wear those Team Canada colors. He won gold too, Dave, at that 2003 World Junior Men's Curling Championship, which is very impressive.
I don't think we've seen any
Small line calling
No,
error
not quite.
by Team Saskatchewan. They did want to roll Laycocks into the house.
That's kind of what I was thinking. This is going to be such a short run. Behind a guard. And even like we might
Play the double peel.
Yeah.
Cross it or
If he
straight?
makes that run, you're giving up 2, so you have to try and freeze him out.
Play the double peel.
Cross it or straight?
Good point.
Yeah.
Probably
no,
just
just
straight.
hair high.
I'd rather score in 2.
A good comment by Anson Carmody. They're giving Steve the respect that even if they make this draw, it's only about a 4-foot run back, and he might lay buried, forcing PEI to a single point.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Shooter, shooter, shooter.
Shot.
All right, Doc, go, 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 go.
And
go,
away
go,
they
go.
go,
Hard.
and
Right
Shooter
out, right out.
spins way out to the weeds, so a nice shot.
I like that.
Nice throw, Adam.
I think that's a smart call.
Small chance that Steve Laycock can draw around that, or at least partially around
You
that
thinking?
corner guard.
Which way are you going? Going to Colton's side? Going to here, right?
Yeah.
Give us the zeros. I was throwing 90s here in practice to the wing. Yeah, I think you can get away with 95 even. It's going to be fresh. This is going to be wider than you. T-line. Little bit of room. T-line.
And then
T-line.
Put behind P if you can.
T-line.
Go hard.
T-line, guys.
Go hard, guys.
T-line.
Go hard.
Hard flash. Hard
Make it
flash.
so a shooter won't stay out if he
Hard
knows
flash.
it.
Little more, buddy. Little more. Little more. Okay, I think that's good.
Sweet.
Good job, guys. Good brush. That ran pretty nice, eh? Yeah, actually, no, not really. No? No. I just got 14 seconds. Yeah.
So now the blank is on here for Adam Casey.
Yeah.
And we've seen Adam at the Briar
Yeah, I think
before.
that's
His
still
fourth
nice.
trip to the Briar. First time as a skip. He was
That last one was a
the
fresh
second for Brad Gushu the last 3 years at the Briar.
Yep. Clean.
So final stone on the way here in 1.
Yep.
Yep, gotta go.
PEI
Hard,
trying
gotta
to
go.
retain the hammer
Hard,
into
clean,
2.
hard, clean, clean, clean.
Nice throw.
Bang, and away it goes. So a scoreless game here in Calgary. Second end to come right after this.
44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2015 Ford F-150, the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number, well, it was trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, Colin Hodgson goes rock to rock against Saskatchewan's Stellan Myers. And the lead from Manitoba, making his first Briar appearance, comes up big when he needed to. In the final round, already in front, Hodgson would ice it, scoring a maximum 5 on the double takeout. Colin Hodgson wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on Canada's best-selling pickup, the Ford F-150.
It is time for an update around the Saddledome ice. Let's go to New Brunswick taking on Ontario. And Jeremy Mallet, the rookie from the Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club in St. John. Very impressive this week. A lot of big shots that he's made. And this one, a chance for 2 in the first.
Yeah, he's certainly shown that he can draw as good as anybody this week.
Weight looks good if they can get it by that guard. Yeah, around the yellow. Keep it coming, boys. And a nice scrub. So there it is. 2 on the board for New Brunswick as they go for win number 2. 2-0 lead after 1 in the battle of the rookie skips here at the Briar in Calgary. Also on the ice tonight, it's Cooey versus Cooey. The brothers are going head-to-head. We'll update that one for you as well. But in the meantime, our feature matchup, Saskatchewan taking on PEI. And a blank in the first, courtesy Adam Casey, means that PEI has hammer here in the second, throwing Yellowstones.
Two real nice draws by Robbie Doherty.
The only thing about that one, this will still be guarded.
Yeah, you're right.
If you hit this one, as long as you make contact and that one's open.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. It's about half a rock. I'm thinking normal, but whatever you like. You're going to roll out no matter what, right?
Easy peel.
Okay.
Let's go, buddy. We need you. Half a stone.
The nice thing is there is no hole. He's trying to hit it obviously onto the one on the top forefoot.
Right off.
But if it does over curl, he's always got the back one.
Regular peel.
No! It's close. Great shot.
Sit down. Whoa, Steve. Nice
shot.
Oh,
the tricky little roll there.
Very good. Hey.
Come around. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or.
Okay. All right, just let us know. Okay, shouldn't be
throw
here.
here.
Right?
No. Speed's really nice here.
Board. Yeah.
Just board.
Just board. A little soft. Whoa.
Lean.
Board.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Both Adam Casey and Anson Carmody played with Brett Gallant in 5 Canadian juniors. They won gold together in 2009.
Hard if you can, Doc. Good shot, Anson.
Good. Sweet.
Real good.
Here, double.
Another update. BC taking on Manitoba, and look at this situation. Reed Carruthers throwing the Yellowstones. This one on TSN 1 and 3. Final stone to come. Run back slash. Could be 4, could be 5, depending on the angles, Dave. He needs to get a bit lucky.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than half a rock, and there was actually a 4th rock underneath Braden Muscowie we didn't see.
But the angle is just not there, so instead of a big score, it's a steal of 1 for Jim Cotter in BC.
Boy, could that ever have been a game changer early in the first end.
Yep.
Yes!
Back on our feature. Colton Flash. Gets 1, move it over, gets 2.
Boy, he hits so good.
Flash for cash. Nice shot from the youngster.
Might as well hit it. Yeah.
Firm board.
Okay. Just give you a little more than that, eh?
Yeah. This isn't bad either. Even air cross.
Might as well just hit it. You're going to have to come pretty close to that guard, aren't you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Board.
Heavy board. Okay.
Good throw.
Might be a hair fresh out here.
That's really
I
the
think it's
position
pretty
that
good.
Steve
This might
Laycock
go
does
by.
tend to bail out a second with Colton Flash. He can throw him as hard and accurate as anybody.
Weight's good.
Solid board.
Yep.
A little tight. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Hard.
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 Really got to go.
Right up. Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Hard, Josh. Good shot, Anson. Nice throws.
There you see another score. Alberta versus the Territories. They're tied up at 0, of course, in the battle of the Cooey brothers. Little mark on the ice. Here's why. Whoops. A little redirect. And
the brooms aren't as big and heavy as the old wood ones we used to use that would stop it easily.
Like, you're better off, though, taking out a broom than wrecking the hack.
Well, the ice makers certainly appreciate
so
that.
So a good save there.
Okay.
And the shooter will go. So a break there for PEI.
Bit of a pick as it was coming into the house and just caused it to overcurl and roll out. They were definitely sticking on it.
It's okay. I don't think you'll be throwing a draw on your next one.
No. First feeler there in a while.
So this tells me that Adams content with the blank here in 2 again.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting. I mean, last end they talked about the fact that the blank was okay in 1 because they wanted to score on 2. They do have a guard up. They could easily go around and try and generate 2 points. It is a center guard, so that's his thought is, you know, let's be patient and wait till we have corner guards. But, you know, they could certainly have generated 2 points by coming around that to top 12 foot, top 8 foot, and made it very difficult on Steve Laycock, who probably would have been running the guard back then.
It's good. I think it's heavy.
No, it's not. Okay.
You're at 10. Should be perfect.
It's not. Mine's good.
It's light or anything.
Kirk Myers, the Ford Hot Shots winner from last year. Younger brother of Dallin.
But I think probably coming into this game, I imagine that PEI had a bit of a discussion in terms of, just as we talked about off the start, that they were giving up almost 7.5 points a game, which is a lot. So they probably had a strategy coming in to keep it simple when they have opportunities to, and use the corner guards to score their deuces.
Not normal.
Unless you have Chip Kelly's offense, you got to be careful.
Clean, clean, clean. You're good, you're good. Clean. Clean it.
Clean it.
Shut.
Good. Do you think I was throwing normal?
I thought you wanted
No, I just poured up.
And we've seen Josh Berry at the Briar before as well. He played lead for James Grattan last year in New Brunswick.
Good board.
Really good young team here for PEI, and if they can stick together, their average age around 25. So if they can stick together, certainly the talent is there. Adams had a really strong Briar so far as a skip here for the first time.
Yeah, we've talked about, you know, a lot about Brad Gushu being here now for his 12th time, I believe.
Yeah,
and how old is Brad?
In his mid-30s.
So, I mean, it's very likely that if this team sticks together and continues to work at it, 10 years down the road, we'll be looking at, you know, the team Adam Casey as one of those veterans that has all the experience and is certainly competing for playoff spots or a championship.
Brad Gushu is smart. He recruited some of those good young PEI players over to his team. One from Alberta, and of course, Gallant coming over to play for him.
Yeah, and what a good move by those guys, too. I mean, you look at Jeff Walker to have a chance to go and play with.
Oh, absolutely.
The Olympic gold medalist, and, you know, he has nothing but good things to say about his decision of living in Newfoundland now.
Whoa, clean.
I mean, Joanne Courtney on the women's side, a chance to play with Rachel Holman, of course.
You know, a lot of these players, when they're younger, have those opportunities to move and establish roots in different places and play with some really great players. And you know, I know it's big decisions, but like you said, certainly putting them in positions to win major championships, which is everybody's dream who's here.
Same weight, Steve?
Yeah.
Same weight, same throw.
More.
Clean.
Pretty close, Steve.
Hair harder.
So Steve Laycock, his final stone here in 2.
Clean. Clean.
In a relatively up and down game so far, just back and forth. Maybe we'll see some offense here in 3.
Nice control throw.
Dial that in.
Field.
Yeah. Just rip it out.
PEI has actually never won the Briar,
Based on Josh's.
David, and you talk to any of these young men on the ice, and that is obviously a dream. I know we talked to a lot of the skips before this event and asked them, what does the Briar mean to you? And their eyes light up, and it's all that history, and it's very special for a lot of these players growing up as kids wanting to lift that Briar trophy. And another blank. for Adam Casey as he rolls out. So 2 blanks on the board. We're scoreless here in Calgary. This always a special game. They've met before at the Brier. It is Cooey versus Cooey, Jamie versus Kevin. Always a great battle. Actually, just a few years back, they met in the 3-4 game, which Alberta went on to win. Final stone on the way for Jamie Cooey.
Yeah, difficult outturn draw, and we have seen this spot on sheet A in particular be a little bit faster and a little bit straighter.
Just actually gets by their yellow guard, and that won't curl in time. A little bit heavy. And it is 1. So the Territories.
1 yellow.
1-0 advantage after 2 in the Battle of the Brothers. And that's a must win for Alberta coming off that heartbreaking loss earlier today to Newfoundland, Labrador, and full credit to Brad Gushue. What a shot he made with this final stone for the victory as we bring you back to our feature game. Wednesday night at the Brier here in Calgary. It's green versus green. Saskatchewan taking on PEI, and so far a couple of blanks. So once again, Adam Casey, Yellow Stones with hammer here in 3.
Yeah, not much less. We brushed a couple feet.
Yeah. Roll off,
yeah. Yep. That's
Off the
definitely
release.
3-4 right now.
A little bit early.
3-4.
Hard. Real hard line. You gotta go. Hard.
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Hard. Hard.
Bumping. Hard track. Hard
What a scrap. Got to get it by that red stone. Yep, just barely. And a play on those stones. Bump in yellow. Top 4 now.
It's not bad.
The Leeds are having a good game so far. They're making it look easy, and that's certainly not to put 3 in a row like that. Top 4, top 8, top 12.
Whatever you like. I got in front.
I like this that. This is good, but it's not real good. You're gonna have the whole 8 foot still.
Whatever you like. Whatever you like.
Can't really see it. The other one's that. Yeah.
Whatever you like. Whatever's the best.
Yeah. That's not this. Right on the beat. Right on the nose is really good. Right on the nose, Flash. Let's go. Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Right on.
Yep.
No!
Yes!
No!
Bang regardless. Get him going.
Fun.
Bad.
It's tough to get there.
Well, Steve was right. Still a great shot.
This way, isn't it? Yeah, I don't mind that.
Back 12.
Okay, back
Just
12,
catch a little piece of it.
Okay, just
I think
probably
it's a little straighter than it's
give
been.
us like back 8. We'll probably end up sweeping it.
Update time. This one's live right now on TSN 1 and 3. BC taking on Manitoba. It was Jim Cotter taking 1 in the first. Final stone here in the second from Reed Carruthers.
Clean.
Yeah, after the steal in the first end by BC, Manitoba played a real solid end. In turn, Hack wait for 2 points to regain control and take the lead in that game.
Quiet little bump, and there is 2 on the board, so a 2-1 advantage. And this Manitoba team out of the West St. Paul Curling Club. The first time that club's been represented at the Brier.
That's fine.
That went hard.
Yeah, it's just light.
Yeah. Got enough
So on
to
our
do
sheet
that?
P, I was
only have a
playing
third
a bit of a
at
split,
best.
trying to
That
bump
one.
that one to the 4-foot and roll actually away from the guard, but overcurled a little bit. Pretty good result.
There isn't very much of that showing. Yeah. I like that. Or you could run it again.
I like the hit
good.
roll.
Okay.
I like Hack.
Hack waiter.
Hack weight. Let's go. Throw it straight. Let's go,
Make
buddy.
it, guys.
Heavy hack.
Whoa.
Heavy hack.
Whoa.
It's heavy. Clean.
Whoa.
Oh.
It's heavy.
Wow.
It's heavy.
Yeah, right on.
No.
Okay, Flash. Nice shot.
Just a hair more weight than Colton wanted to throw.
Hey, Robbie, just keep your brush down because my feet are still doing that a little bit.
Yeah. Forward weight. This is max ice, so.
Yeah. Hey, just forward.
Just forward, yeah.
Weight's good.
Forward.
A little bit up.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Little up.
Close.
Whoa.
Just forward.
Just a little up.
Whoa.
Whoa. Never.
Yeah. Just forward.
Never.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Heard
Oh,
never,
God.
and they jumped on it.
Said yeah. Sit. Ah.
Sorry, Anson. Speak.
Why are we sweeping?
He said yeah.
I think
We
they
heard never
another
up
sheet.
here in the booth.
Got enough?
I think you can hack that.
Got enough to kill it?
Feel it?
Not easy.
That's my first instinct.
Whatever you like, Kirk.
This is pretty good.
That's
like
pretty
that.
good.
Even if I'm back 8, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they know it curls so much they can easily get behind
I don't think it's
that yellow one in the top 12 foot and be basically double buried.
Well, it's been a pleasure getting to know these two teams. Both rookies here at the Brier. New Brunswick taking on Ontario tonight. And New Brunswick that 2-0 advantage. Scoring 2 in the first, but final stone here from Team Ontario. And Mark Keane here for the first time from Fenland Falls, and a chance to answer back with 2.
Yeah, we talked about Jeremy Malay's ability to draw just so well, and Mark Keane is the same. Just so impressed in terms of his ability to stay calm and control that draw weight.
2.
And he draws in for his pair, so that one's locked up at 2. Of course, Mark has played against a lot of these big teams on the circuit, and will take a lot of experience from this trip to the Brier.
Yeah, he certainly has. But I mean, there's nothing like being at the Brier still.
Can I just get a
You
little
get
bit
here
more?
and it's just a different atmosphere. There's so much more on the line when you've got your provincial colors on and a national championship at the Brier. So his experience on tour obviously as valuable as it is in terms of winning the province and getting to here. I know that, like you said, he's going to take a ton of experience away from this event.
Hard, then you gotta go.
I think it's there.
Hard. Hard line.
Hard line, guys. Hard.
This young man, one of your key players that you talked about off the top, Josh Berry, 3rd stones for PEI.
Going hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Little bump on the red. It'll settle top 12.
Yeah, both thirds coming up short on those.
Run back in the crotch.
Yeah, we got it by.
Yeah, we were never going to get it by that. We hit half the rock.
Yeah.
They're on here the 3 out.
Yeah.
What do you think, Flash? Run? Yeah, look at one of them. Might get them both.
Yeah.
I don't mind to get both.
It's like, get back here, you can still put it on it.
I was thinking, yeah, I don't like going around. But
Well, then they just draw
I
around.
don't hate nosing it.
Yeah, but if we're, then we can run. But
If you're a hair high, it's
I
pretty
don't
good.
want to intentionally set up a run back against
What if you
2.
just do
right?
this?
They just wrap around and then we're making a run back against 2. And if I don't
I
absolutely
like
nut
this,
it, they draw
because
for
what
2.
are they going to do? We're going to have a double at least on the next one. Let's
Yeah.
make this.
Key is to hit the red one.
Let's go over there, Steve.
If you nut it on the red one, we'll be shot over that one.
Yep.
Well, they're trying to run it back right into the
Shot.
crotch, and if it went really well, make the double.
Yeah.
But
Oh, geez,
you know, eliminate one of them
Well,
anyways.
That's way better.
They think it's better if they use all
I like
their
this a lot
stones
better
instead of
now.
going right to Steve's.
You get so wrapped up into the shot you want to play, and Kirk Myers realizes, hey, all right, maybe I'll go make this shot.
Well, I have to admit, I actually wasn't a huge fan of this shot at first, but now that it's still Kirk's shot, I actually do like it.
No!
So now this is the final stone of Kirk Myers.
Gotta get
Right off.
Curl.
Run it back, catch anything, and he gets them going a little bit. But both PEI stones are both counting. Top 12 and in the 8.
Well, it is actually better than it was if you just peeled it off, because the double as it wasn't even easy without the guard. But now they've at least smoothed them, so there's an easier double for Steve Laycock.
Little of each. Hair wide and set.
We just want to top tees off.
There's pretty good.
Okay. I don't know.
Like
Okay.
there?
Do you like top 8 over here?
Okay. Top 12.
You guys like that?
Top 8, top 12. You might give him this.
Double some way, so just don't.
Which is okay. It's a tough shot.
That's pretty thin. I like here, but
I like back here.
Okay, let's do it then.
I don't like that.
Let's go back here.
Even if you wrap a piece, it's pretty
back
good.
Back 8, back 12.
There's no triple if you tuck it a little.
All right, back 4-ish.
Yeah, a little more.
Are you a fan of this call, Dave?
Well, my only concern is that if they do actually go too far back, and Saskatchewan makes that double and roll behind their red one, Saskatchewan actually may be shot rock. So they just have to be careful. They're still in the 8-foot.
Gotta go. 4. Hard then.
Hard.
I'm not really sure what was wrong with just the in-turn draw away from center and splitting the house.
Just 4.
I think that's what Josh was implying. Just come
Gotta go. Spike. Half in.
Hard, Anson.
top 8, maybe biting 8.
Hard.
And that's maybe what'll happen anyways.
Probably worth going.
Okay, Josh. That's all right. Good sweep.
Well, now there's potentially a triple, though.
I was just going to say they're lined up pretty good.
Bad.
Yeah, I think they overcomplicated that a little bit.
If we happen to come into there. Okay?
Yep.
I think so. Let's go, buddy. What do we need? About a half?
Yeah, under is good.
Yeah. Let's go. Need you.
And now ready for Steve to throw his first stone here in 3.
No, it's double. Get that double there?
Yep.
Quarter stone?
Yeah, or half.
Half? Okay.
Somewhere between.
We'll get one of them.
A couple different ways to make the double.
Whoa. Close. Yep.
Steve Laycock with his first here in 3.
Yep.
Get some yellow going. Hit one, come over in the crotch. Someone's
Well,
got to
the
get
back
on
one
that
out.
back one.
Hard. Come on.
Oh, just that little trip up by Flash. He couldn't get there. And now a chance to lie 3.
Which way do you like it? Out turn?
This out
For a second, it looks like they're going to get them all.
Anson's ran
And it
fairly
turns out
straight.
they only
He was
get one of
bored.
them.
I think
He was a hair
And
more
Kirk
ice
kind of
than
looked to
that.
the
Yeah, I
wrong
think
one, and then
that's good
Colton
for
tried to
just
get there
a
in
hair
time,
solid.
but
That should be good ice. Yeah.
it sticks around.
Really poor result from a good throw.
I think this is the smarter roll.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, for sure. I think we can hold it really good too here.
Yeah. You like that ice, Anson, or just a hair, or do I need to touch more?
I think it should be pretty close.
I don't think you need any more.
Okay.
We took a little more on my roll, but then again,
Yeah.
we rolled it pretty far.
So a hit and roll to the outside, somewhere into the 8-foot or 12-foot, and you know the doubles for Steve Laycock then are very difficult.
Just want to make sure you avoid the jam there on that Yellowstone back 12.
He's come across center pretty fast though.
You're gonna have to go, Josh.
Oh wow, that's just going to
Josh,
nudge
go.
it. And that is a big break for Saskatchewan.
Wow.
Big break.
Okay.
Huh.
I really like that throw.
Yeah.
Well,
Really
certainly a
surprised
spot that's not the first time we've seen a skip miss there
T-line.
in terms of that out turn coming across
You guys like
center
it?
with you know
Where did you
half
have
the
that
board
drop
weight.
at
They
last
run
time?
so straight till they get to center line.
Or will we run out of rings?
We'd run out of rings.
Okay. Did you throw this in the first end?
2 feet tighter.
Yeah, but you threw this, right? Yeah.
This is where all the hits were in that first end. So
Yeah.
this
Should be
is gotta
nice.
be quick.
Board.
No, draw.
Draw.
Oh.
We're good. We're just talking about the speed.
5?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's really good.
So Steve Laycock will try and split the house here, lie 2.
Yeah, it's really important that he evens them up and doesn't leave a top 12-foot and a double for Adam Casey.
Right on the tee, guys. Can't be
Line's
heavy.
good. It's curling nice. It's curling nice.
Right on the tee. Clean it if you can.
Can't.
I think we're pretty close. It's
Can't
curling pretty
curve.
nice right now.
Oh, we're behind the tee.
Dallin
Curling
and
pretty
Colton are
nice.
backing off.
It's pretty close. Sit down.
Sex.
Baby, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Nice shot.
Got to stop
Good.
for
Attaboy.
second
Good
shot,
job,
and it
boys.
will. So the force is on now.
Draw for one.
right, Casey.
Speed's good.
Didn't see that coming.
Neither did we, to be honest, Steve. You don't predict your opponent to flash on the hits.
It was looking like a real nice end for PEI. 2, maybe 3, and after 2 blanks, it's a draw for 1 now in 3.
I think it's light.
Same path as my first right now.
You look there to me, but
And now it's on Carmody and Doherty. Solid scrub the whole way down. Have to get it.
Clean it up.
Hard.
Into the 4. Touching 4 is
very nice.
All they needed, and they got it. So nice draw weight from Adam Casey at PEI. And we finally have one on the board here in Calgary. It is a beautiful night in Calgary, Alberta. Home of the Tim Hortons Brier Championship weekend just around the corner, and we've seen some phenomenal shots made all week long, especially today. Let's update the standings. Northern Ontario, that 9-0 record, they are into the 1-2 game. Newfoundland Labrador will try join them. A few teams at 6-3. And right now, 5 losses. Mathematically, you got a shot, but you need some help. And earlier today, we talked about amazing shots. How about this one? 10th end, final stone. Those 2 yellow stones belonging to Team Alberta, Kevin Cooey. I can't believe he made this shot, Dave. It was unbelievable.
I think this is the best shot I've ever seen to win a game of Brier. I mean, you can see how excited these guys are. God knows that you could throw that 50 times and not make it.
Unbelievable. That to win the game.
But here's something
shocked.
interesting coming up that not many people see. Brad Gushue just apologized to Mark and Ben about his celebration. Bren Lang joked with him just now and said, "Good try, Brad." So the amount of respect that these curlers have for each other, Brad recognizing that these guys from Alberta just went from, you know, thinking they probably won that game to absolutely deflated, and watching him jump up and down. He walked up to them, said, you know, "My apologies for the celebration," and just that common mutual respect. It's such an amazing thing to see in the sport.
Brad Gushue calls it the best shot that he's ever made, and for a guy that's won an Olympic gold medal, that's saying something. That was very impressive to win a game.
Little heavy. Line's a little tight.
Might see that one on SportsCenter later on tonight. It was pretty special.
Hey, is there any chance that you could replace one of those top 10 curling moments with that shot?
Which one did you have in mind?
I don't know, maybe just randomly pick one from, I don't know, 2004.
So when I introduce you as a 4-time Brier champion, almost 5.
Do I have any say in this?
Should we let that go?
Oh, it's a little tight, but it should be the same.
Oh man, what a shot from Gushue. That was incredible earlier today. Welcome back to our feature game. It's PEI, it's Saskatchewan. PEI throwing the yellow stones, and it was a nice draw for that single after a couple of blanks in 1 and 2 by Adam Casey. So for the first time, it's Saskatchewan and Steve Laycock with hammer here in 4.
And with the hammer, he's put up the corner guard and definitely going after PEI now.
Right to it. Right to it. Now line's great. Yep.
Yes, Frozen.
Yep.
No bumps.
Just to it. Just to it. Ooh. Good shot.
Sweet. Yeah.
So unfortunately, that shot from Gushue had to come against somebody, and that somebody was Team Alberta, and they're obviously desperate for wins. Coming in at 3 and 4. It's a battle of the Cooey brothers tonight in Calgary. Jamie taking on Kevin. And final stone on the way from the skip from the Glencoe here in Calgary.
And the one thing that Kevin Cooey knows is how dangerous his brother can play. So he wants to take advantage of every opportunity he can. So he's got an open hit for 2 here and does not miss.
And mission accomplished. So Alberta on the board, 2-1 after 3. And of course, 3 wins, 4 losses. You have to think Alberta needs a very strong push here towards the weekend to give themselves a shot at the playoffs in the Final 4.
Just half, Casey, right?
Halfway.
PEI sitting 2, 1 top button and 1 back button that they're guarding.
No, waist fine. It should be half.
Right here.
Waist fine.
A little bit of room.
It's good.
There.
Bit of room.
We're all there.
Bit of room's gonna have. No, line's okay.
Line should be okay.
You want to finish or no?
Maybe just Robbie at the end.
Doc, go, go,
Hard,
go,
Robbie.
go.
Go.
Hard.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard. Go.
Hard.
Update time, New Brunswick taking on Ontario. You see those 3 yellow stones in the rings belonging to Mark Keane, but we got one to come from the rookie skip from New Brunswick, Jeremy Mallet.
And just a nose hit, should be close to the triple.
Oh, boom, boom, boom. They're all going to go, and he's got the single. He's made a lot of great shots. Very impressive, and a great young man as he gets them all to go.
There wasn't, there wasn't even a lot of the teams here that play on tour that know Jeremy that well. Probably, I'd say over half the teams have never played him, but he certainly turned some heads here this week.
He's got a 3-2 lead now over Ontario.
Wow, that's a small hole to come through. Great shot.
Quiet little double.
Pretty good.
It's very good, Colton Flash. Well done.
That's good.
Look at how little space there is on either side of the stone.
Can I just get a little more?
The key again there was not overthrowing it. They didn't throw Colton's normal full peel or even full hit. They just threw a solid bumper, enough to move the yellow stones.
Top 12. Right?
4 max.
Line's good, top 8. Line's good, top 8.
Take a look. 5. Take a look, 5.
Line's good, top 8. Line's great, top 8.
Top 8.
Robbie, whoa.
No. Oh boy, good shot.
And that one is buried.
Steve will have to run the guard back.
Or the other way, or what?
This way's better.
Yeah, let's go that.
I think you shoot it to a corner over here.
High. Let's go.
Whoa.
Can't run into ours.
Oh boy.
That's trouble.
Hard, Steve. Hard, Steve.
That's why you never play it that way. Not sure why we were playing it that way.
Yeah, I just had to make it.
But even
Yeah, they were talking about which turn. You heard the Colton and Kirk talking about which turn to play on it, and Colton was suggesting you throw the in turn. That way, if anything, it drives it away from your stone in the back of the house. But the reality is,
No. It's time.
Kirk's right. It really does come down to the thrower, just knowing which way he can and can't miss that. If anything, you miss it on the tight side, you give it to your sweepers.
Finish.
Robbie.
2.
Finish.
Whoa, wait.
Now, hard, Doc. Go,
I know that sounds easy, David, but how long does it take to learn that? How long does it take to get those little things and to use them?
Well, it's difficult because on one hand, you don't want to be thinking negatively about miss it this way, because then you always do. So you want to be really focused on just making the shot, but at the same time, you have to know that your tendency is to give it to your sweepers, especially on straight ice. And that comes with maybe in the first game in an event like this or second game, you're not quite tuned in to exactly how to release every stone depending on the shot, the weight, the position on the ice. But as the week goes on, you start to gather that confidence, so that when you throw that run back, you know that you can pinch it just a hair on the tight side and give it to the sweepers and they'll hold it. So Kirk owned up to it and just said, that's on me.
Whoa.
And Kirk responds with a nice run back double.
Very nice.
Good shot, Kirk. Might get a deuce yet. Hey, you're back to track. Man, is that straight there, eh? Pretty straight, though. It is. Yeah. This one's the exact.
Good shot. Thanks.
Gotta love that young man's temperament, too. You know what? You have a miss, you come back, make a great shot, and very positive attitude on Kirk Myers.
Well, that's really the key. You can miss one, but you got to come back and make your next one.
8 first, please.
And that's why so often percentages can even be misleading. If you make your second shot every single in, you should have a pretty good game.
I think it looks good. Even half very
I forget what Steve Laycock's percentages were in the game that we covered earlier today, but he had to make a big-time draw. He could have given up something like 5 in the second in, and he made it to keep his team alive and eventually went on to win the game. It actually might have been yesterday, Dave. I've been working 3 draws a day since last week.
Morning draw. What
was it the morning draw?
It was
Help me out here, brother.
Incredible draw. That was against New Brunswick.
Yep.
That's right. That is right. You're correct.
I just want to go sit.
Right?
Good here, too. That'll probably ensure us a point. At the very least.
Right? It's not the nicest looking draw here, my last one, but
yeah, you should be able to play that same angle, right? For here. You know what I mean? We might be able to play the same shot twice.
Yeah, I guess we'll try that.
So, hey?
This turn's a little straighter, I think.
I agree. That should be pretty good, I think.
Well, although
Let's go, bud.
PEI cut off the outturn draw around those guards, they only got half in the 8-foot, and there's certainly room around the other corner guard now for
Good hit and roll,
Steve
too.
Laycock to make the
I
draw
like
for Shot
this,
Rock.
Steve. This is probably easier than a hit and roll, right?
I would think so.
It doesn't leave a lot of room if he freezes on it.
Well, you'll have the outturn draw for one then.
Yeah, that outturn draw is no picnic. That corner guard's a little longer than it looks from here.
No, but it's there.
Let's just put it full 8 over there.
Zero more.
0-5, Steve.
More yet. More yet.
$0-5?
Yeah.
So in turn draw to the
Clean.
8-foot.
Room.
Line's good. Go, but I think it's good.
Room.
Little bit of room. Little bit of room.
I'm in.
Pretty good. Line's good. Right here, guys.
Finish it. Yep.
Go. Go. Hard Duke.
Gotta
Go.
finish it.
Hard Duke.
Gotta
Come on.
finish it.
Yep.
Hard.
Little more, little more, little more. Come on, Duke.
How far can they drag it? A little more curl and
Very nice. Boy, once you see it come over center, they just go sideways. And the weight does start to come off then.
Hack weight.
little bit peeking out though,
The other
Dave.
thing I was looking at was you can maybe
Just
split
get it
it
out of the 8-foot.
Can they see it?
Yeah, I like hack.
Try to roll right
I
here.
think that's good ice there, yeah. Just try to make sure it goes away.
Yep.
I think that's good ice, eh?
Yeah, yeah, that's good ice.
On that draw, you noticed he cleared the guard
That's good ice
by
for hack.
almost edge to edge,
Not
and
going, shouldn't go crazy into the
you
wind.
see a little bit of it. It
Yeah.
definitely breaks there, as you were saying though, Dave. That part of the ice, it does make it smooth.
No question. If Steve Laycock could have got that about another 6 or 8 inches, I don't think that PEI would have had the shot.
Hack weight.
Not for hack. Little heavy. Little heavy. Solid.
Yeah.
Hard.
Hard,
It's
guys.
over center early.
Hard.
Adam Casey is final stone here in 4. They got to get it by that red stone, and they are all over it.
Grab or?
I don't know. I thought I was back and it just took off.
Don't mind a bit more yet.
Like same weight?
Yeah. I'm just going to have a look at this throw
Same
again.
girder
Adam
as
was
a
a little bit
minimum.
confused as
I
to
think
why it took off so
minimum, but I like
fast.
the same, 'cause we didn't sweep that
We
a
do
whole
know
lot.
that if he gets over center
Same
early,
weight's
it's
pretty good.
really going to take
Same weight,
off.
you
You
get
can
away
see
with a
through it
foot or
right
two
on
more,
center.
Same weight's good.
I think he was just tight on the
Might be a
broom a
little
little
bit
bit.
better here. Okay, same weight.
Well, early in the end, you heard when he missed his first one, Kirk Myers made a brilliant second shot and said, hey, maybe now we get a chance to get our 2, and sure enough,
Clean.
I got 5 feet more. I got a 95.
final stone here.
Good line.
Steve
Good
Laycock in
line.
4,
Really curling.
get full 8,
Like
Really
the goal.
and he
curling.
gets 2.
Line's good. Good line.
I think you got to go for line.
Hard boys, line's
Down
good.
line,
Myers,
good line,
Colton
Good,
Flash.
line's good. Clean it, clean, 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 clean.
Just want to walk this stone in.
Way to go, boys. It's no picnic.
They turn this end around.
All red, same curl. That one.
Remember
2 on the board
game at
for
the
Team
time?
Saskatchewan. They got a 2-1 lead here at Calgary. Welcome back to Calgary. Steve Laycock, the leader of this team.
Hold on, guys.
And sometimes the leader's got to come through with a big shot.
Yeah, he sure did. His end wasn't actually looking that good after Obviously, Kirk Meyer's first shot, but he made a second great shot and opened the door for Steve Laycock to throw this in-turn draw to the 8th foot to sit shot rock.
Clean.
This was Steve's first stone in that fourth end.
Go. Hard, Duke. Gotta finish it.
Wanted to finish it hard.
Yep.
And they did a great job on judging the sweeping, bring it back. And that helped set up the 2. Well done. And the key shot is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere. So the first time Saskatchewan had the hammer in the game, they scored their 2, a 2-1 advantage. So PEI down by 1. We'll have the hammer here in 5, throwing the yellow stones.
Good. Little tight, guys. Little bit for line. Hard line. Let's go, buddy. Hard line. Hard line. Where are you? Gotta go. T.
Another real good shot by Robbie Doherty. He's been placing his rocks really well so far.
Finish it up. Keep going. Go. Keep going.
Go.
Keep going. That's
Keep
good.
going.
That's
Keep
good.
going.
That's good. Let him play.
Ooh, that ran nice.
Just behind the tee.
Heavy. I don't think we're heavy.
6, 7.
Heavy.
6, 6, 7.
Should be there. We're
Line's
there.
good. 1 and 8.
7,
8.
7, 8.
Okay, line's okay. Root.
Wait.
Anson,
All
in,
there.
No bounce.
Just sliding out here, way better.
Because I think there's a bit of
we're
difference
bouncing.
between these 2 rocks.
We're
So
bouncing.
hard. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Well, just a little heavy, certainly giving a chance for Steve Laycock to come in again if he wants, or freeze onto that top one.
Update time, Dave, and you saw the situation in the house, and that was 1, 2, 3 yellows belonging to Manitoba and Reed Carruthers. Both these teams coming in with 3 and 4 records, so obviously a crucial game. Do not want to slip to loss number 5. This one live right now on TSN 1 and 3, and final stone on the way from Jim Cotter, the runner-up at the Brier last year at Kamloops.
Yeah, this game's been controlled mostly by Manitoba, and with a good shot here by Jim Cotter, it'll obviously be tied up.
So that was a draw against 3, and Cotter, clutch, comes through. So a single on the board, and they're locked up at 2 after 4.
Line's good. Tight as you can. Whoa. Whoa, Kirk.
Perfect. I think weight's pretty good. Sit down, rock.
I want to be behind the tee.
Probably second one ran really well, eh?
Just the same as it's supposed
Calgary,
to be.
pretty special city for Colton Flash and Kirk Myers. Back in 2011, they were with Braden Muscowie and won the 2011 Canadian Junior Men's title. And that was held at Calgary's North Hill Curling Club, not that far away from the Saddle Dome.
Take a look.
Line's good.
Room. T.
Lead.
Line's good. Top 14.
Lead, yep. Try to bounce it, Josh in. Go. Hard.
Boy, it's a good throw, buddy.
Yeah, good throw. This spot seems to be fooling the curlers, and especially the sweepers in terms of the speed. Even that shot, as good as it turned out, the sweepers were calling top 4 T-line, and it was clearly back 4. They were calling that just in front of the house.
There you saw the situation on sheet C, New Brunswick, a couple of red stones, and one certainly right on the 4, so a big draw to come here from the skip from Ontario, Fenelon Falls, Marqueen, final rock on the way.
Easy, guys. Whoa.
Yeah, big draw to tie the game up.
Line's good. Come on.
Just sneak by their own yellow guard. There you see it. They need full 4. Got to get it full 4 for the single.
Great sweeping.
That is a lovely team shot. Single on the board. They are tied up at 3 after 4.
Not really.
That's strange.
It's going to be top ring weights.
Makes sense, polished. Right? No, well.
Might have been a hair wide or less curl.
Cross it a hair. Good throw in. Yeah, normal.
So Dave, a lot of granite building up there in the 4-foot back 4.
Yeah, that spot's continue to fool everybody for sure.
Whoa, yep, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Anson Carmody. By the red, by the yellow, bang the red, roll in.
Okay.
And it rolls back 4. It is PEI line 1.
Pretty good shot.
Yeah, they thought it was pretty good until about 3/4 of the way down, and then just started moving more than they thought. And Steve's got the same same draw again.
I think nose.
Okay, nose.
Same thing, draw, job. He's got to do his job with the draw. Technically, you're correct, Dave.
Not bad.
Okay, go for nose. The rules under does.
Control weight. Let's go. A little bit of curl there.
Yes!
Hard, guys. You gotta go. Hard for Pete.
Well, Steve's thinking that if they hit the back one on the nose and PEI comes around with the in-turn, they can then come off their own rock into that pocket. They've got to make sure they nose it.
Kirk hits, and he rolls into his little pocket, spins up a bit.
Well, not great, actually. Are we third, like in the back?
Shoot. Good shot.
Freezing it up, or?
Just freeze it up.
They don't even have to be frozen. It could be top button or even top 4. Then they would have 2 angles at it, both with the in-turn to hit the yellows onto the reds or the out-turn onto the one they're just throwing.
Line's okay.
Weight's good.
Line's good. Rube.
Weight's good.
Line's okay. Bit of room. Whoa, dock in. Just play the weight, though. Play the weight. Line's okay.
We're there.
Okay, whoa, then, whoa.
Wait.
Yep.
Yep.
Dock, finish. Go. Hard. You gotta go. Hard.
Trying to get it right on the lid, right on the button. And that is frozen. Shot stone onto the red.
Yeah, I think that was actually too deep, Brian. I know that's where they're calling it.
Update time, Alberta taking on Northwest Territories. Battle of the Cooey brothers here tonight in Calgary. Alberta so far a 2-1 advantage. Jamie Cooey throwing the yellow stones. Final stone on the way. He's got a chance to pick up 2.
Some great shots this end. Jamie made a run double, and Kevin followed up with a raised takeout, or a hit and roll, followed up by Jamie's raised takeout.
Yeah, bangs it back, sticks around, so 2 on the board. And I'll tell you what, they might be 0-7, but Jamie Cooey, always tough, always battles.
Weight's good.
And you know he would love to
Like to go.
beat his brother here in Calgary.
Hard, boys.
Hard,
boys. Come on. Hard, boys. Hard.
Whoa, let it crash a bit. Bounce it, Colton. Yep.
Tiny rub.
Wow. What'd you get there, dude?
Ever just come around again and freeze?
What happened there, Flash? What happened there?
Yeah, another draw for PEI.
I wouldn't throw any different weight, Josh.
No.
Freeze it up.
As long as we're edge on edge here, right?
I think I got to be a little bit more ice.
Okay, I think that's okay.
I don't want to chip the yard.
Speed should be the same, I
I
think.
just have an inch more.
I think it should be good, Josh. That's 2 inches more. You don't need any more than that.
Trust me.
All right, Dave, we talked about this, missing the right way or on the right side. What is the proper miss on this shot?
Well, they don't want to give Saskatchewan a chance to draw around on top of these now. So, I mean, if anything, they stop top 8, top 4 is still okay.
Keep going, man. Keep going. Keep going.
They've been going hard from the get-go. Doherty and
Hard. You gotta bite the
Carmody.
Go.
Far as they can, and they'll get it into the 8.
Yeah, and that's just what we talked about. The only thing they didn't want to do is throw it deep, bounce off, and give Saskatchewan the same freeze.
Great curl on that stone, though, man.
We're second.
Where? This one? No, it's got to be this side.
We are second for sure. Because right now he can just do that.
Is that? Yeah. Yeah, he makes this double. He's line 4.
Yeah, over here somewhere. So I was thinking if you can ever come into here. But.
Well, if I ever sit it here.
Yeah, I know. That's.
the game.
Even this is just for 2. I think.
Yeah, this will jam. Yeah. So these two won't count. Well, one of them.
He might not, but well, no, he's got to get to the inside. He can't. So I think we throw a guard for now. Hey.
No, he's got to stick it out here.
Not as much curl on this side.
Think I can take enough ice?
I don't know. What were you throwing in the draws?
It's like here to button, so.
Yeah. Is that the way you want to play it, or should we just throw a corner guard?
Well, that out turn, like it almost takes a right-hand hook on its way in. It might be too tough.
Okay, yeah, I like this.
Well, the scary thing for Saskatchewan right now is that if they didn't guard up this in-turn side, PEI's got a thin, big weight shot to hit their own yellow in the back of the forefoot and eliminate both the Reds behind it sitting, or leaving them sitting 4.
Still think like a 15 will work pretty good out here, Steve. 15 to a 20 for a guard.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
So first stone here in 5 for Steve Laycock. So they want to leave this whereabouts, Dave? Any thoughts to coming into that crotch or pocket, or is that bad news?
No, I think what Steve was scared of is if they tried to do that in-turn threes and bounced off just a hair on the outside of the yellow, it makes that hit way easier. Because then you see all the red you'd be hitting. So they're just throwing a guard.
Oh. Yep. Sweep, guys. Good job. Set. Good.
Well, does the job.
That's good.
That's real good. It's also thinking just double peel on this one.
Could do that as well, yeah. I don't know what he does, right?
So then I got this for 3. I got that for...
I like the double peel.
Yeah.
So if we can access this eventually, we sit 4, right?
Even if you just miss it, like you can play the run back, and if you're a hair low,
Look at Steve's delivery here, and especially with his intern, he'll release it. And at times he actually drags his finger down the back of it. and I guarantee it does nothing to the shot. But it's just one of those little habits that every now and then, and I've seen it for years, he just kind of lets go and his finger taps the back of the rock.
Take them both away. Well, I'm just worried he can take them both away with the guard. Or like with a freeze right here.
Well, you get bonus points for that trick shot, no?
Well, I'm just saying if he comes right here, I don't really have I don't have it.
You can do this, right?
Let's play this right in the nose. Try to stuff it onto this one. Right there. So the out turn.
Yeah. Right on the nose, I guess.
Right in the nose. It should go straight here, I think.
Nose or just...
And if it crosses it a hair and it makes a double peel, that's a good shot.
Okay. So
but right in the nose, I think's good. Maybe a hair high, but nose is good.
So it sounds like double peel is option B, but Dave, ideally, what do they want?
The double peel is perfectly fine.
Make the double peel, that's still a good shot. Okay.
What they want to do is give themselves a shot on, you know, if Adam could actually make it right now and just miss the second red one, they would send that yellow back into the pocket and eliminate the 2 reds. It'd be fantastic. But even a double peel gives him probably a pretty good shot on his last one to score a bunch of points.
Yeah. Whoa. Never. Whoa.
So here comes Casey, his first and 5. And he'll just run the 1 red by everything.
Yeah.
It's just straight today.
It's dead straight there. Just put it back a little.
Apparently we're second shot, they thought.
Yeah, I know it's close.
Pretty good. Split the center line. Let's go, buddy.
If that looks right.
Well, they discuss things. Live look. Sheet D, British Columbia, Manitoba, tight game, tied at 2 and 5. This one live on TSN 1 and 3 with Vic, Cheryl, and Russ. And final stone on the way from Reed Crothers.
Yeah, it's an intern lightweight tap for 2. As long as he can get around these ones in the top of the house with back 12-foot weight, he'll get 2 out of it.
One thing we've seen from Reed, especially the last few games, his touch game with shots like that have been right on the money. He nails that one, so it's 4-2 Manitoba after 5. Both teams looking for win number 4.
Split center is the main
It's all
thing.
about line, yeah. Split center, that's our job.
Room more.
So what is the mission here for Steve?
Well, they're guarding up that hole and hopefully covering half of the red one as well. Just trying to take away both runs.
Line's good.
Good.
Just one guard.
Good. We're just a high guard. Good.
Lay out the finish a hair. Close. No, line's good.
Yep.
Trying to split center line.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go line. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good job, boys. Sorry.
Crushed it. As we can do. It's good we could have done.
Very good, I think.
So they're waiting for it to start curling before they could carry it, and once it did, they had to lean on it real hard to get the center line.
Do you think it drags any to put?
It's close.
Probably easier.
Yeah, it's definitely easier.
It
but
might be for 3 if you stick it here. Unless you think this drags back onto that.
3's fine.
It's pretty close to the drag too, though.
If you think this is the easiest, it's real close.
I like this, but whatever you think. I think that.
Like, I mean,
well, this isn't
if
too
you cross
bad.
that,
Yeah, you
that's
can't
for
see
4,
that
right?
entire rock though.
Let's play this.
Okay.
I think it's pretty close to catching that, Josh. I'm almost positive it does. Third?
Yeah, because you're hitting right
I think
here.
right beside it's good.
About a third.
Yeah, right beside it.
It should be straight.
Yeah, I think so. I threw a blank here.
So a third of a rock, send that yellow one right into the pot and should get rid of both reds.
You got it.
Yeah. It's a third, maybe even a hair thinner. I'm going to keep this up.
Okay.
You got her, Casey. Good throw. Clean throw.
Well, we've seen some entertaining shots so far at the Briar here in Calgary. This could be another. Final stone in 5. Can Casey make it? Slash it in. Miss the yellow on yellow. And there you go. 3 on the board for PEI. Another highlight reel shot.
If it curled just a hair more, they might have got a bit more action on the back one, but what a great shot for 3.
Bang it sideways. Just missed that yellow. Boom, boom. And there you see the 3. A little bit of action on that top yellow, Dave, but it did hold on.
Yeah, they almost overswept it, but it worked out really well.
Adam Casey skipping for the first time here at the Briar and making highlight reel shots.
Hey.
So 3 on the board. PEI, a 4-2 advantage. Hey, you get an interview with Gauthier.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Briar is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
And welcome back. Wednesday night in Calgary, Alberta. A beautiful night south of the province here. 7th time that the Briar has been in Calgary. Adam Casey, highlight reel shot in 5. When you make a shot like that, you get an interview with Katya Gauthier.
Adam, you come into the game tonight with your back against the wall, needing wins, and you make a big shot like that. Are you playing with extra oomph?
Yeah, definitely we needed that one, but like I said to you just before, I said I missed enough. We had a good shot at a 3 in the second. I had one run straight, and even the deuce we gave up, so I felt like I owed it to my team to make that one.
You started earlier than everybody else in this event. At this point in the week, do you think that's still helping you or hindering?
I think at this point we're dead even. I think everybody else has got onto the ice. I don't think it's hindering. I think our conditioning, and I think we're holding up well that way. I'm not fatigued in any ways. There's enough adrenaline here at the Briar to carry us through for sure.
You look at the next 5 now. What's the plan?
The next 5 ends, maintain our lead, try to keep things simple. Steve's a great shooter, so try to limit his scoring opportunities. I think if you leave him much, he's gonna make it. So just try to keep things try to control it.
Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate it.
Well, obviously that shot he just made, the no-brainer, that's the turning point to this point. But what else have you seen, Dave, after 5?
Well, it's been an interesting game. As Adam mentioned, he missed that shot in the third end, the flash, that actually would have given his team another 3 points likely. So right now, you know, Saskatchewan just needs to keep on doing what they're doing right now. They're shooting 91% with Steve Laycock at 100%. So be patient and stick to the game plan. And for Casey, keep making those big shots.
After 5, brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. Steve Laycock talking things over with his team. More from Calgary coming up next.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best.
Welcome back to Calgary. That young man, Adam Casey. I don't know if he knows he's on TV right now. Maybe that's just a unique celebration, but he earned it after this shot in 5. Sorry, Adam. Poor guy. Just trying to skip his team here.
What a great shot it was. Obviously, it's fantastic. He gets 3 out of it. But we will point out, he wanted a third of a rock. He hit about a quarter. Had he hit the third, it actually would have punched the other one back 2 for 4. But nonetheless, fantastic shot.
Amazing for PEI. Thank you very much. Appreciates the crowd behind him. And a 3 on the board. So really a must-win game for PEI if they hope to keep their playoff hopes alive. They come in with those 5 losses, a 4-2 advantage over Steve Laycock. So now Saskatchewan in 6. We'll have the hammer throwing the Red Stones.
It's not behind T though. I think it's, well, maybe it is. I think it's top T.
Shot.
Good spot. Okay, freeze it up. Let's go, Duke.
Little wide.
Bit of room. Like to wait. How heavy?
Weight's good.
Yep, pretty good.
So small
Little
things,
heavy.
but they do make a big
Back
difference
pretty
with
good.
Robbie
It's good.
Doherty being a little bit heavy on his
Good.
first
Wait
rock.
first. Still move a
The
bit.
second shot,
Yeah,
they
we
couldn't
can
go
wait.
top 12. They actually had to go back to the top 4 foot. This
Gotta wait
allows
for line.
Saskatchewan to make a play on his freeze on it, potentially end up moving that
No, no,
shot,
no, you
bringing
don't
the
need to,
corner
don't need to.
guard into play
Line.
earlier than if they were top 4 and top 12.
Thick half.
Nice shot from down there. You saw the corner guard on the
Thick half, Anson. You got it.
dark roast coffee cup. There it is.
Heel up. Whoa. Close. Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Off. Off. Come on. It's fine.
It's kind of weird how that worked out.
Yeah. Or whatever.
Give me 8 first. Give me 8 first.
Guard that up. We'll get some late finish here, Flash. Let's go. Try that.
Yeah, Steve's curled a lot.
Yep, that's the ice. Let's go, buddy.
If you remember, they threw this same in-turn draw on both of Steve's shots in the second end, fourth end.
Weight's good.
I think you're
For their 2 points. So they know exactly where to put it for this guard.
It's going to be close, but I think you're heavy. Weight's perfect. It's going to
Line's
curl.
good. Line's good.
So the guard, the play.
Whoa.
Could you also, though, come
Like to finish a bit if we can.
other
but not
side
too
and
tight.
just split the house and put another one in, Dave, or do you like the corner?
No, I like the corner. The angles are set up on the 2 in the house for a pretty easy double takeout. And it would actually roll your shooter towards center, potentially grouping it closer to the one that you'd be splitting the house with. So for now, guard it up. Casey doesn't have a lot of choice but to rip the guard, unless, of course, they can see the back
might be
ones.
tucked to hair.
Nose is pretty good. We'll sit 1-2.
Okay.
Or you can run this.
I'm right behind that
Your
house,
call.
Dave, from my vantage point. It
I like
is
play- I
pretty
like it.
wide open.
You like hitting it?
I like it. Whatever you like.
I mean, I think you'd make the run.
Shade low.
Yeah, they're just going to have to throw the guard again, Robbie.
You don't have to nose it either. You can hit it low across the face. It's fine. It's really.
Is this the in or the out?
It'll run pretty straight here with this weight.
Yeah.
Robbie, don't touch it.
Oh.
Don't touch it.
Yep. Whoa.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Anson Carmody, bang it back, gets the Reds going.
Great shot.
Yeah, should.
Top 8. All right, close to the same.
Curl's just a fraction more, and they'd probably get all three of them.
Different ice, so you bet.
It was interesting listening to Josh Berry talk after Anson Carmody had let go of that stone. You know, talking to Robbie and saying, "Don't touch it, don't touch it." And a lot of times the sweepers can actually see the release better than the skip can. The skip can see the line, but the sweepers can see from over top the tendencies that the shooter may have, and they knew they didn't need to sweep that.
Fully.
Forget about it.
I know. That's exactly what I had going on.
Do you like throwing firm and bump, kind of flopping over?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you like here?
Yeah,
So if you remember in the fifth end, Brian, Kirk Myers actually threw that out-turn draw that came up quite a bit short and wrecked on the guard. They gave that rock to Colton Flash, and he actually just did the same thing, dramatically short. Like, we're not talking 3 or 4 feet, we're talking 15 feet short and over curled. So, you know, there might be something going on with that rock.
So I guess you can either move it down to the lead position and let Dallin throw it, or I guess if someone has a peel or a sure hit, maybe you just grab that stone and use it in that situation.
Yeah, I think that's why they gave it to Colton, because he's throwing so many hits and leaving Dallin with the rocks that he was comfortable with. But probably give it to your lead and, you know, let him wrestle it down. That's what they're for.
You're sounding more and more like Russ Howard. And shooter rolls out. Well, just a reminder, for the first time ever on TSN, of course, we're using all 5 feeds to give you your coverage and your choice. We also have extended highlights, video on demand, features, stories on tsn.ca/curling/video.
5 could be good too. Let's go 10. I think 10's good.
Just a beautiful night outside in downtown Calgary. And back inside the Saddle Dome, it is PEI, a 4-2 advantage over Saskatchewan here in the 6th.
Good line.
That hit and roll out by Josh Berry now allows Kirk Myers to play the in-turn draw.
We're at least T, if not more.
Room.
Need it to really sit. It's
Curling
trying.
like it's heavy.
It's trying to sit.
Really
trying to
curling
curl.
like it's heavy, though.
It's trying to sit.
Yep. Top button.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that's good.
Whoa. Wow. I think I had a hoping coming down with your number.
Well, judging by how yours, what'd you get on? Speed's good. I don't think it's, no, it's good.
Anywhere in top
Back to normal. It should be there.
all there. All
No, it's
don't
good.
touch it.
Dancing off.
Mine's good.
There.
It's good.
Off.
Whoa, then roll.
Josh,
It's good.
8.
Whoa.
8.
Whoa, it's going to curl
We're all
then.
there.
Whoa.
We're all there.
Whoa,
8,
can't bounce.
8, 9. We can't go.
Look at this. Try to bounce. Yep. Hard.
Off.
Hard. Hard. Try to roll behind it. Go. Okay.
Boy, we've seen that a lot so far this evening. Just a foot or two heavy.
Control weight. We've seen a couple in here, haven't we?
I can't even. All right, boys, gotta work through it. Let's go. Control weight.
David, let's go back to the battle of the Cooey brothers, Alberta, Northwest Territories. And Kevin Cooey coming in with that 3-4 record, basically in a must-win situation. And he's got a pretty good end set up here, but final stone still to come from brother Jamie.
Yeah, Kevin just threw that rock in the top 8 foot, and Jamie does have a just off nose hit double for a single point.
Nothing. Run it back. Oh, they just missed. And where will that roll? And it does catch a little bit of the 8, so it's just a steal of 1. And obviously, you can tell how bad Jamie wants this one as well. But it is Alberta with that 5-3 lead. And all things considered, pretty much a must-win here for Team Alberta. It's always a tough game for those guys. They both say at the beginning, you know what, it's really cool to have your brother at the Brier, and it's neat to have that experience to look over and see them playing, but they always say when they do have to go head-to-head, it's obviously really tough.
It is, yeah, no question. And I think they always, like you said, look forward to these games. They'll talk about them again in the summertime, but when they're out there, they're competitors. There's no question.
Tough on Dad, Fred Cooey too, and of course sister Carrie Galusha here this week watching.
Hard shot.
Very nice.
Shot, Jason.
It's a lot better than it was.
Great shot.
Nice throw.
Thanks.
You got it. Let's make her.
What is it?
Just a little stickier.
Zeros.
Boy, and when you consider how difficult that shot is, they're running a red rock back onto 2 red rocks in the house. If it curls just a fraction more and jams it, now Saskatchewan's drawing in 3 to sit buried.
Feel pretty confident in it, though. You got to be, what, just touch the forefoot?
Yeah, bike the 4 is great.
Nibbling forward. Zeros will be good. Yeah, I think it really will be. Good line. Zeros. Room.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Coming down already.
Hey. Hey.
Looks pretty good to me.
Right here.
So Steve Laycock here with his first, and I see you got the stopwatch out there.
Leave it high, leave it high.
Right here, yep. Yep.
Yeah, 14.8 seconds from hog to hog.
Yep, little more.
Should be top 4.
Yep.
Really weird. Did nothing.
Really goofy spot there. I don't know.
That's so skinny.
What's that? It's getting spongy in the head.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to give up 3. Like, I can pick this and we can be tied playing 7. Probably just try that. It's super thin.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even there. Is it?
I mean, you're not.
Like, I mean, I'm okay with the run back, but I don't want to go down 1. I pick it, we're tied.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's probably the shot.
You think it's possible to do that?
Yeah. I mean, even if you came around, you could try and come here, but it's.
I like hitting 1. Worst case scenario.
Extremely thin. But
I mean, we give him 2. We give him 2.
Yeah.
Let's just try that. I don't mind giving them 2.
Okay, well, let's make sure we hit it.
just a corner.
Just because there's a hole. Like, it'd be so easy to put that through the hole.
Yeah. You have to throw it
like the difference between this and this is a lot. I don't want to put it through the hole.
I don't think it's worth it, no.
I don't think I can get this skinny either.
No, I don't think either. I don't like the run back.
What's that?
I don't like the run back.
No, what I'm saying, I don't think I can make that double.
Yeah.
One of my thoughts, Dave, is maybe the stone that he's touching right there, soft weight, a little roll inside, avoid the jam, and then maybe make him draw, or is that too risky?
Just feel this one out.
Yeah, that's probably a little too risky considering you won't even be second shot.
Just peel it out, I think.
And Saskatchewan would still have the outturn draw for 2. I think if they were going to play a quiet shot and they needed to keep Saskatchewan to a single point, they could play the outturn lightweight tap, but Adam's right now. They're up 2.
Like this, or
hit the one they can see, give up 2, go into 7 with the hammer.
It's 7/8 buried, the other one.
I think yours can be wide open anyhow.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. And like if I'm ever full, I just jam it.
Yeah.
So just peel this one out.
And as much as Adam's making the run backs look easy, I think that'd be a big mistake to throw a run back on that card.
One's fine.
And you're the guy that always talks about managing that scoreboard. So really, if you told him at the beginning, tied up in the 7th, and he had hammer, that's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And maybe they can try, give it a go. Let's see how thin it is.
Thin enough, they could get them both.
So mission accomplished. He did what he wanted to do.
64th of the rock. Yeah.
They hit about a third of it, but it would have been way too risky to really go for the double.
Yeah, almost.
What'd I give you on that?
I got exactly zeros. You can almost get away with 9.5. You can get away with a foot more.
You want me to try for 95 then?
Yeah, 95 zeros.
So Steve Laycock, he got his 2 in the 4th end.
Clean.
And now here in
I got last 2.
6, a chance for another deuce.
Line's good.
Looks like
Line's good.
Here now.
Clean. Yep.
It's all there.
T line.
Just a gentle brush from Dallin and Colton.
Good job, boys. Good job, guys.
Very nice draw weight by Steve.
The skip from Saskatoon. Lovely weight. We're all tied up here. 4-4 in Calgary.
0-5, but you're really positive. It's getting heavier.
It's just all over.
It is update time in Calgary. A couple of great teams. BC, Manitoba, both 3 and 4 coming in. Both don't want to get lost. Number 5, obviously, final stone on the way here from Jim Cotter.
Control. Clean. Yes. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard.
Jim here for the second straight Brier. Oh, man. And that'll miss everything. And a steal. So Manitoba 5-2 advantage after 6. Reed Carruthers trying to put up the W here on a Wednesday night in Calgary. As we welcome you back to the Saddle Dome here in our feature matchup. PEI taking on Saskatchewan, and 2 on the board in 6 for Steve Laycock. And lead stones on the way. This one coming from Dallin Myers.
Hard, buddy. Come on. Come on. Little more, little more, little more, little more. Little
Good.
more.
Nice shot.
Very good guard by Dallin. Put the center guard up on his first one, and he actually split it off, leaving 2 corner guards.
No, no, it's not. It'll be good speed, I think.
Should be pretty close. It's a little less than the last, not much.
Yeah,
Weight's
early.
good.
Hard early.
Line's good.
5-6. Line's good.
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Line's great.
Weight's good.
Really nice line.
Weight's
Even
fine.
room.
6, 5,
Room
6.
Hansen.
6.
Hansen.
6.
Get ready.
Whoa.
Just wait. Now, go.
Me too, or?
Okay, whoa, let's keep it up. Good shot.
Nice throw.
Great spot.
That's
Yeah,
the
very
exact
nice
same
throw.
speed out there.
Top 8 foot buried.
Yeah. It's good, eh? Let's go, bud. Okay, give us a nice
0-5?
positive. Yeah, positive 0. 0-5. I like it.
I think you're there.
Weight's close.
Colton Flash.
Weight's
Through.
good.
Be curious to see what Saskatchewan did with that stone that Colton had trouble with last end. Not sure if they shuffled things around. He gets, oh man, they lost it. Looked to be by that guard and they just lost it.
Okay, throw.
Yeah, I don't know if that might even be the same stone, Brian. They were certainly surprised by it.
Meantime, update between New Brunswick and Ontario. New Brunswick coming in 1 and 6. Ontario 2 and 5. And final stone to come here from Mark Keane out of Fenland Falls.
It's been a battle of the draws between the 2 skips.
Both these teams here for the very first time at the Brier. Mark with Matt Cam.
Look heavy.
David Mather, Scott Howard.
Never touch it. Never touch it.
Well, they're backing off now.
And you see what he's drawing against. 1, 2, 3. This needs to stop in a hurry.
2 for sure.
And that is a steal of 3. So, wow, New Brunswick scoring 5 points in 2 ends now, and they're up 8-3 on Ontario. So, a good game for Jeremy Mallet out of the Thistle St. Andrews, looking for win number 2.
Good.
And Rashid Anson-Carter made a very nice hit and roll off the draw that Colton Flash had just barely rubbed on.
And we should
Keep going.
give you an update on Ontario as well, as
Oh,
Brian Cochran is coming into the game, and Howard will
I can see a third.
sit.
What?
Well, it's always exciting, not always in the best circumstances. Obviously, they're down
You ever do this, Casey?
6-3, and
I don't.
Yeah.
not having the record they were hoping for so far this weekend. But it's
Then they're just
nice to
coming
bring
around,
Brian in for a few wins,
Straight
anyways.
line.
The other one's a fairly
Brian Cochran, their alternate and their coach.
Close.
He was in about 1 million provincial provincial playdowns in Ontario. One Brier he made here, and I think you played against him in that Brier, Dave.
Yeah, he was a really great player in his own right. Obviously, like you said, made it to the Brier, and they were a contender. They were a tough team.
Also saw Eric Harndon get some action in playing with his sons, Ryan and EJ, for Northern Ontario and the Sioux.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. Right? Yep. What do you need? 5?
So a really nice hit and roll by Colton Flash gives the opportunity now for Saskatchewan to come around to the top
I've seen
4
a 5
foot.
go through the house, and I've seen a 5 come up.
I think a 5's good. Pretty sure a 5's good.
I agree.
Okay. I threw my zeros positive and it was heavy, so I think a 5 is perfect.
Top 4.
The crowd here, the Saddle Lopes chanting, "Here we go, Crocker," and "Here we go." And obviously, to the other sheet, but he gave a nice little way. That's a cool little moment there.
Like to eat. Line's good. Weight's pretty good. Line's good. Line's perfect. Like to eat. Perfect line. Still like to eat.
Line's really good.
Can finish it a bit.
Your top button.
We're
top
to
button.
the team. No flash. No flash. No
Just
flash.
top button.
Hold on. Attaboy.
Shocker.
Very nice.
Just back 8. No more.
Maybe a rock deeper than they wanted. PI can come down and move it enough to get a shot and sit in front of it anyhow.
It's pretty good. Back 4.
Yep. Line's good. Whoa.
Whoa. It's there. No. We're 9.
Whoa, it's really hanging.
Yeah, we're like 10, 11.
Okay.
Ah.
Right through the hole.
Sure.
And Josh Berry will go right through both.
Those are the kind of shots that we talked about at the beginning of the game that we needed from Josh, or the PI needed from Josh to be successful today. And the only thing you couldn't do there was be heavy. Even if you froze onto it, give your skip a chance.
Just a micro left. Room. This rock will go slower. Love to wait. Love to wait. Room. Like to wait. It's close, but I love to wait. It's a little heavy. Now we're heavy.
Want to wait. How heavy?
Back 8.
No, it's got a real chance at stopping.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Now, one out. One out.
And that one for Kirk Myers will stop back 8. Well, an update to the Canadian juniors competing at the Worlds in Estonia, and some great news on the men's side. Braden Calvert out of Manitoba, 10-4 win, a nice 6-1 record. On the women's side, Canada beating Scotland and Estonia, and we can report both teams are off to the playoffs. Of course, Kelsey Rock out of Edmonton as well, so congratulations to both our Canadian skips into the playoffs at the World Juniors.
It's heavy.
Well, I hate to keep saying it, Brian, but even on Kirk Meyer's shot, again, the only thing you couldn't be was
we're
heavy.
already there. We're already there.
And now we've seen a third rock in a row.
Fast pop.
I guess it's one thing to know, yeah, it's fast, but to believe it and to believe in your leg kick and to convince yourself that's fast, it's got to be tough.
Well, it is, and sometimes you find a spot on the ice that's just a half second faster than others. But you need to, again, look at where can I stop, or what's the safe way to miss this. And in both those cases, short was the way to miss it.
Kirk was just heavy. Nice clean throw in 05 is perfect.
Well, we timed 14.8 on Steve Laycock's draw last end of the top 8 foot, so we'll, I mean, I think it should be pretty close to the same speed.
So in a skip stones here in 7, a 4-4 tie, PEI with the hammer. And Steve Laycock with his first. Saskatchewan appears to be line 2 already.
Good line. Real good line.
And a real good chance to force, if not steal, here in the 7th.
Line's perfect. Right here, boys. Line's perfect. Line's perfect. Hard flash.
Now it's on Dallin, Colton. Flash,
really
Myers. Nice weight from the skip this time. Frees it on, and well done as Saskatchewan now lies 3.
Yeah, 14-9 to 15, so it was a hair quicker there.
Girl. 15.
And good on Steve for accepting that information and believing it from his front end.
Might be able to get everything with
Yeah,
this.
agreed.
Just the miss is worse.
You move the pin.
I guess if I jam that there.
I mean, if you do this, it's not bad either, right? That's pretty good, actually.
Okay. Try to run it right on. I think this will still go straight. Right there is good. 2/3.
2/3?
Thick 2/3.
Isn't it like 3/4?
It's 2/3. Try to just jam it right on. Yeah.
That's a pretty thick 2/3.
I'm holding the broom, Josh.
Thick 2/3, isn't it?
All right, you got a 2/3?
Yeah.
Nose isn't, close to nose isn't bad.
So while Adam lines that up, let's go to Sheet A, Alberta, Northwest Territories, and the Battle of the Brothers. And Jamie Cooey throwing yellow stones. You see the one that brother Kevin has. Hard to tell who shot. I think this is maybe either a tap for one or maybe there's a draw for two, depending on who shot stone.
Yeah, it really is hard to tell from our angle, but it does look like he's playing a tap for one.
Gotta move. Gotta carve.
Interesting, because it was
Got a carve.
his
outside.
vice, Mark Whitehead, pointing, want to get T, so maybe they are shot stone. Maybe just got to try bend it in for two.
Outside. Go, 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 go.
Tap obviously won't hurt, to be sure, and that just grinds down.
Yeah, I'll take yellow.
And they tap the yellow, so I'm assuming it is one.
One yellow, I think, yeah.
So that would mean a 5-4 advantage for Alberta, and Kevin Cooey will have the hammer and 8.
And on our sheet, Adam Casey played the run back on the high yellow guard, trying to send it right back onto the red ones in the 4-foot. A little thin, and actually jammed it on the red one in the back 8-foot.
He makes in all for two.
A lot of yellow rocks, so Steve's just trying to figure out exactly what Casey's going to be left with if he guards up the intern
He
side.
hits an inch of this, he scores two, Kirk.
Not if we roll to here.
Then he scores one.
He would only score one if he didn't nose.
Should make this one. That's a pretty tough draw we leave him. Mind you, if I
But
sit
you
it,
can't, I don't like that.
sit it right here, it's real bad.
Anything bad?
Even your nose, Steve.
Yeah, nose.
What if we just guard this?
Plays the same thing for 3, 2.
To get steal a 3, you mean?
No. Yeah, we gotta play something or time
Let's just
out.
play something quick anyway.
Time out.
Saskatchewan taking their first timeout.
What do you think he's playing?
Each team gets 2 timeouts, 90 seconds.
What runs our guard, you mean?
And then this scores, I guess, for one.
Think
And the
about that
father
is
of
there
the
really isn't
Myers
room.
boys,
You know, I like
Lyle
that.
Myers, will come out.
What if we just go here?
You just keep, man.
Make the exact same draw?
Exact same draw is pretty good.
My first thought was right here,
That
guys.
doesn't change. The only, it still has the in
He
off
runs
for
our
two.
guard, he gets 3
It
though.
still has
Now.
an in off for 2. If you nose this, it's good.
Nose is probably a safe call.
You still got any noses in for one.
I know. You could blast this double. You could blast this double
Makes in off for 1, it's not bad.
for 1.
What's that? Right now he's got this for 2.
What if you just blast this double? He's got the in off for 1 at best.
This one?
I like that.
And then maybe he rubs off on the... Well, yeah, this one's going to count.
Either way,
well,
we're shot rock.
Don't
If we're here or here,
really
we're
hate
shot rock.
nose.
I think you're right.
So the question is,
gives them an out.
Like, to here.
That gives them an out. That's
are
all.
you forcing
That's why I don't
PEI
mind
to
this
1
one.
and protecting from them getting 2, or are you going for the steal?
For 1. We steal this out, he's only got that for 1.
This just goes.
I mean, the number 1 goal is to make sure you don't give up a 2.
Well, Kirk,
and
that's
right
three
now,
on
if you don't throw, they've got the
Okay, let's
intern
make
peel
the
away
roll.
for 2. So you either hit the back one.
I think so.
Just make the roll, yeah.
Let's go.
That's
Or
spot.
to wait.
The spot will come up if it's...
Yeah.
If it hangs, you can go that way a little.
Yeah, you can roll it out of
So
here.
they set up for that shot, Dave. Let's look at TSN 1 and 3. It's BC, it's Manitoba. And final stone on the way from Jim Cotter. He's facing 3. He needs the nose hit for 1.
Yeah, nose hit for 1.
Clean. Clean. Just clean.
I know he's a little bit frustrated after last end. You saw him cleaning the ice after that flash on his last one that had picked.
And no problem there for Jim Cotter, so a 5-3 advantage for Manitoba and Reed Carruthers. Meantime, in our feature matchup, they did decide to hit that one back 4.
They did. If they hit it right on the nose, PEI is going to have a relatively easy shot for one, which is fine. If they manage to roll behind slightly, PEI's shot for a single point becomes much more difficult.
Nothing yet for Steve Laycock. And they will bang it right on the nose, drive it by. So
pretty easy shot for one, that's all.
There's 3 there, but there is the shot for 1 for Adam Casey.
Pretty good weight. Good throws.
Just a hair low nose with Peel. I think this will go dead straight. Stay. That's okay, Ice.
Yep.
It's just going to be just Peel. Like just Peel.
The other shot that Saskatchewan had that they talked about just briefly was throwing the guard on the intern side, which was taking away from the double on the Reds and forcing Casey to draw the button cold without any backing.
Oh! Yeah, whoa! Yep!
So final stone on the way for Adam Casey. Facing some red granite around the forefoot. Bang the one, roll in, yep. Another nice shot from the first time skip here at the Brier. And he picks up his single. PEI, a 5-4 advantage here in Calgary.
Making this easy.
Look around the crowd during every draw at the Brier, and you'll see a group of people dressed in some pretty crazy outfits. And who in their right mind would show up at the Saddle Dome dressed like this? Well, they're a group of friends that have been dubbed the Sociables. And here in Calgary, they're attending their 7th straight Brier. What started as 5 friends attending a single Brier game in 2009 in this very building has grown into a yearly pilgrimage. Every day, the group dresses in a different theme. From doctors to baseball players to referees, even the king himself with a single Marilyn Monroe. The creativity that goes into each day's selection is just super. And how do the curlers feel about this group of curling fans? Well, they like them so much, they sometimes join them in the crowd for what else? A sociable. The Brier is one of Canada's great sporting traditions, and you could say that spending the time with friends and having fun are very Canadian things to do as well. This group of curling fans from Alberta are doing all that, and along the way, keeping the atmosphere at the Saddle Dome very social.
And there they are tonight, live in the flesh. And we tip our hats to them tonight. They are minions from Despicable Me. Yep, you're on TV. Shake it. Always great to see them every year at the Brier. And actually, that was my first Brier in 2009 here in Calgary. And always a pleasure to see them every year. Very creative. And I can't think those costumes are cheap either. They do it every single year, and good for them. Welcome back to our feature matchup here. Saskatchewan taking on PEI.
Finish it. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Keep going, keep going. Boy.
And a great battle. Both provinces wearing the green proudly.
Chip this. It's not the worst.
You hear the comment again from Kirk Myers. They must have just a terrible stone to deal with.
Yeah, they're struggling with it, but at least it's gotten down to Dallin Myers now, who's throwing, and he made a good shot out of it.
So if you're just joining us, PEI a 5-4 advantage.
Should be all there.
Basically a must-win for both these teams.
Just through. Whoa! Just through. Whoa! Never.
No, never.
Close.
Saskatchewan trying to stay with the front runners. They're 4-3 coming in.
Go, 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 go.
Laycock just missing the playoffs last year, and of course PEI, they came through that pre-competition and a 2-5 record. We mentioned off the top those 5 losses. You still have a pulse, but you certainly need some help and some things to go your way.
Heavy hack. Yep. Board. Yep. Whoa. Whoa, 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 Kirk! No! No!
There's that little bit of added weight by Colton Flash. He stuck around, though.
Good. And that was key. Make sure the shooter sticks around. Saskatchewan does have hammer here in 8.
Hit one of them? Or
just hit one on my side, maybe?
Kind of give him his 2 weight by doing that, though.
Might have a shot.
Yeah, the critical 8th end.
Yeah.
Steve Laycock is going to go very hard for his 2 points and have that 1-point lead after 8.
Yeah, kind of like that for now, I think. I think for now.
Does that leave him a double? Okay, we're rolling, I guess.
Just try to roll it just to here. There shouldn't be a double.
Gotta wait.
Firm board.
Solid board.
Okay. Keep your brushes down
I
over here.
curl out here.
Yeah, keep the brushes. We've seen a couple curl here, so.
Yeah. Throw Anson. Weight's good.
Solid board.
Solid.
Whoa,
A little big. A little big.
Yep. Whoa, 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 up.
Whoa.
A little big.
Whoa.
Never.
Anson Carmody.
You're right in the nose.
And that'll stick around as well. So as we get closer to Friday morning, that's the final round robin game. We know two things. Northern Ontario definitely into the 1-2 game. Newfoundland Labrador guaranteed, at the very worst, a tie-breaking game. And after that, you see these standings. It's very much George Clooney up in the air. Quebec 6-3, Team Canada 6-3. Of course, Saskatchewan coming into this game 4-3. And really 5 losses. We talked about it. Lots can still happen mathematically. You've got a shot. You just need some help, depending on how things play out. And of course, PEI, one of those teams with 5 losses already. Colton Flash through the hole. And a nice little roll. And just a reminder, how big is this game? Brad Jacobs, perfect, 9-0. Brad Gushue, 7-2. Kathy Gauthier and I will have the call tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Obviously, as Brad can win that one, he is your #1 seed, no question about it. Brad can win, though. Obviously, finally, Hans Jacobs, their first loss, and he keeps his hopes alive for being the #1 seed in that 1-2 page playoff game.
Nice throw.
Yes, Brian, I have to admit that tomorrow morning there's nothing more I'm looking forward to than a hot cup of coffee, laying in my bed and listening to you and Kathy call that game.
You haven't heard, actually? It's Bring the New Guy to School Day. You're coming into a job shadow. We need you there.
Kathy?
Yeah, no, you. We need you in there, pal. Well, enjoy.
Solid. Oh, weight's good.
Whoa, whoa.
Firm board.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Ah.
No roll.
Hard roll inside if you get any. Good shot.
Shot. Hey, boy. You get to run it, don't you? What if we hit and roll back?
You have any of it?
I thought it was hit and roll back.
I like that. Which one?
I like that. Yep.
It's a really nice shot by PEI. A little bit of an inside roll without jamming. Kirk Myers trying just the hack weight hit on this.
Hack.
Yep.
He was that Ford Hot Shots winner last year, and of course, Brother Dallin made the final this year.
Now those two must practice that at home a lot.
Whoa!
Want to stick around.
Hard Steve.
And they'll get that rock out.
Great control.
All right, time for player comparisons. And off the top of the show, Dave Nedowin, you thought Josh Berry would be a key in this game. How do the numbers shake down?
Yeah, the numbers actually aren't too bad for either of them, right around the 80%. The one thing that we have noticed, though, is that Josh Berry, the misses he has missed the wrong way. So numbers are up, but still need to watch which way to miss shots.
Player comparisons are brought to you by Ford, proud partners with Curling Canada for 21 years.
Line's good.
Line's okay.
Just top 8, guys.
Still a little bit of room, Anson.
Top 8, top
Anson
4.
in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Anson in.
Yep, hurt, Anson, hurt.
Hurt. Hurt.
Hurt.
Okay,
Whoa,
that's good,
whoa,
good,
whoa,
good,
whoa,
good, 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 good.
Nice
shot.
Josh. Real nice.
Hey, boy. Throw.
Or hack. Once you get rid of it, roll
I think
over
just
your
here.
nose, you have a double.
Huh?
Hack.
I guess he could play hack. If you stick it in, we might have a double.
Pretty good. Whatever you like.
I like it.
What do you like?
I don't play it.
Just
Hey.
same weight.
Same weight, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, make it.
Stay close. We'll get a little extra.
Curl's
curl.
nice here.
Boy, you can't see much of that.
Oh,
Little heavy.
yeah.
Lead. Yeah. Little heavy.
Oh,
Yes. Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
No!
Yes, no, all the way
Hard
down.
speed.
Where am I going with this one?
Hard Stevie, go!
Yellow goes and a little roll, and that is the shot stone for now.
Two really nice shots by Kirk.
Yeah, just board weight. No.
Good shot.
Thanks.
Just need to take, like, we really had to risk the guard on your first one.
Wow. I mean, if we curl this much,
That's what I mean, like, we had to try and get there. It's a really good throw.
You know, things look pretty good except for that one yellow stone in the weeds.
Nose is okay.
That happens to be the second shot at this point anyways until Adam delivers this.
Even if we roll in a touch, it's not the worst.
Dave, it's not the double, is it? They're just hitting and rolling the other way, or what are they doing?
No, they're just nosing. They need to sit 1 and 2 and make sure they don't risk giving a double delay clock onto the 2 yellows.
Solid forward. Just forward. Yeah. Forward. Yeah.
But the only challenge with the nose hit, and he doesn't have a lot of options, but if he noses it and Steve Laycock gets the roll behind the guards, all of a sudden Adam Casey's going to have to be very careful.
Good shot. 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 That was just board.
And they are 1-2.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah. I think you do that.
Good brush.
Yeah. Your hands come out of there. Yeah.
And so Steve's not even worrying about it.
That should be good. Let's go, bud.
Ignoring the rocks on the 12-foot and just coming around the center guard now.
About there?
Yep.
He probably runs it, but.
Misses one.
Nibble a 4-foot?
I think nibble the button.
Nibble button, okay. Full 4, yep.
Some of that could depend on line at the end.
Sure, for sure, yeah. 05. Nice positive 05.
You know, full 4-foot's probably as far as you want to go. If he goes right onto the button, then PEI just freezes onto yours, and now you've got a difficult shot for 2.
So we're into skip stones here in 8.
I think we're all there. We're all there.
It is Steve Laycock with hammer, his first on the way.
How much?
Weight's good.
Yeah. Hard. Hard.
I'm right behind this one, and this is starting to break. This is going to be all over that Yellowstone.
That's weird. Yeah, heavy.
It's got one of those spots, eh?
Got the spot, yeah. Just no chance.
Got to sweep him early, I think, too.
Not only the miss, that's really clogging up his draw possibilities for his final stone.
Speed was really nice here on Robbie's.
Yeah.
It wasn't slower at all.
I mean, we could tap it, but I don't think it's worth it. Do you like this or do you like the tap? There's not much risk in either of them.
If you make this,
I like going around.
I don't. Do we want to be here or
easier
here?
shot.
Wide. Does that draw so hard for him now?
Yeah.
It was not hard. It was harder.
We want to be
I'll tell you,
here
I
or
don't think
here?
you want to open the front up.
I threw on that wide, not here,
Probably hit one on one.
but the other side, it ran a hit like
Yeah, right behind, it's fine.
the top 4.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Adam's first call on the intern draw was
Lots of ice.
put a lot of pressure on Steve Laycock with his last
Even
shot.
half buried's great.
Do you need to be that
speed's
deep,
the same.
Dave? Could you not
Yeah,
just
I
be
think it'll
third
be good.
shot, maybe just touching the 8, or they're trying to take away maybe that raise that he has with the redstone?
Yeah, I mean, Steve's got the raise, he's got the wide out turn draw to the 8-foot, so ideally they want to put this full 4-foot if they can.
Okay.
Anthony, you're killing the
Have
line.
to switch it.
Now this is way out on the weeds for now, way out.
Right now.
Sure is.
Okay. Whoa. Weight's not bad.
Whoa. Yep.
Hard, dog. Hard.
Oh, jeez. It just killed the line.
Yeah.
It's all right.
At the end, I was like,
Solid
better
hack.
not leave it.
Just curious why they took it in so far. If it was
Yeah, I
that
think
far
it
in the
will
weeds,
actually
couldn't they
be
just let it
patient.
die? And because now it's just a hit for one, no, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to still get it maybe another foot or two, and we've seen how far it curls in the last 2 feet of speed. So if they could even drag that another 8 inches or 12 inches, it might have been half behind that red guard, making this shot a lot more difficult for Steve. But you're right, and as it is, it stopped, where it did, and it's pretty much a wide open hit for a single point.
So here we go. Final stone for Steve Laycock.
Whoa. Heavy board, Steve, board. Clean. No. Heavy. Oh. Run out here.
Has the hit against 3.
Gave a little bit of a shove too.
Off.
Just got to curl up a little bit more. It's trying.
Should be close.
Kirk, you're gonna have to work on it. Kirk.
A little bit more. A tiny roll, but it's okay.
Yeah, very nice throw.
All about that weight control, and Steve Laycock had it on that shot. So a single on the board. It is 5-5. All right, rookie, you wanted a shot. Take it away. Give it a try. Yeah, right now.
Hey, it's time for the Final End Challenge. Go to finalend.ca for a chance to win a trip for 2, all expense paid, to the 2016 Brier in Ottawa. Rooms, hotels, flights. At the end of this game, go into the secret word, so stay tuned for that secret word in the 10th end.
That was really good, but you also, the first 100 entries get a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card.
They all know that.
Oh, they did? Okay. Rookie, that was really good. Finalend.ca, that's coming up. We'll give you the secret word a little later on in the broadcast. That is a great shot at downtown Calgary. Let's bring you inside the Saddle Dome. And an update. That's really good, by the way, Dave. Update time. It's BC taking on Manitoba. Final stone. And a guy that used to use that crutch, Dave Nedwin, like to come out that style as well. It's Reid Carruthers, his final stone, and a chance for a big score.
Yeah, what a great game so far for Reid. He's got an intern, quiet weight tap right through the hole.
Oh, nice. And there you see the 3. Very good. So BC pondered it for a while. 2 things over. Yeah, it was definitely the 3 spot. And then they shook hands. It was 8-3 your final score, so a nice game for Manitoba and a much needed win. They improved to 4-4, and a tough day for BC as they go to 3-5, so they get that 5th loss. And we talked about that, Dave, off the top. 5 losses and you're in pretty tough. You need some help.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, BC needs to keep playing. They are mathematically still alive. They're going to need teams like Manitoba to lose another one. You know, potentially guys like Saskatchewan to fall back a couple. So
Team Canada,
Quebec. Canada. Oh, there's so many.
It's a great field this year. Our feature game is all tied up at 5. This has been a really entertaining matchup. The Battle of Green, Saskatchewan taking on PEI. And of course, it was that single for Steve Laycock. So now the hammer back to Adam Casey. And they are throwing the yellow stones. And lead stones are on the way. This one coming from Robbie Doherty.
Just don't put it back button. Yep, go.
See Robbie's first one there. In the 8. And that one slides back 8.
Sorry, Robbie.
You must have added a fair amount.
Walk it on.
And a little bit heavy, so they were making sure that it wasn't just behind the tee line where Saskatchewan could freeze onto it and cause some real problems. At least now, if they freeze, there's room for more PEI rocks on top of it.
Line's a hair tight.
I like it. It's all you guys. Line's good. Little tight. No, line's good. Line in the curl.
Line's a hair tight.
Max weight. Line's good.
Yep. Wait, what would it get?
Line's good.
That's forward. We're by.
It's got a curl. Half the curl.
Nice shot. Good job.
And we saw Saskatchewan going hard for the steal this end with 2 center guards.
Try and get rid of both guards.
We can, or we can go for 2 now.
I'm thinking blank Hansen. Like,
whatever you like. I like the peel.
The peel's pretty tempting because those rocks are fairly close together and it's relatively easy to get rid of both of them. Depending on how you hit it, you might even send the tight red guard straight back enough to clip the yellow one in the top of the house.
Yes! Whoa!
Hard! Hard!
Whoa!
Bang him back, and you get some action going in the house as well. And you hear the crowd, and it's handshakes between New Brunswick and Ontario.
Good luck rest of the way.
And congratulations to Jeremy Malley out of the Thistle St. Andrews and St. John. They pick up win number 2. And you saw Brian Cochran getting some action for Team Ontario. He came into play as well. And just a reminder, if you want to tune in and watch the Battle of the Cooley Brothers, that one is on TSN 1 and 3. Vic, Cheryl, and Russ with the call.
Yeah, you gotta go. Gotta go wide anyway.
Take a look.
Line's good.
Sure.
Line's good.
Where is it?
Well, that run back certainly is causing some problems for PEI now. They've staggered the guards, left a red one in the top 8 foot, and now Saskatchewan can draw around to the back.
No!
Yep! Good. Good shot. It's not bad, Flash.
No, they're right. Not bad. I mean, they're still going to have to go up and peel the guards.
Okay, Anson, half, buddy. You got it.
They could definitely send that red one straight back now and get a lot of rocks moving.
Hard! 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 Roll it!
Anson Carmody.
Just a little tight again.
Wow. Hands. I just need more ice. Thank you. Tap. No. High, 1. Tight. Yep. 3. Yep. Totally agree. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, I think here.
What if you go really high? I like this. I think this is a 10 or 15, Kirk. Yep. Let's go, boys.
Here to comment there, Dave. Why don't we maybe throw the high guard? Which one do you prefer?
Well,
where is it? Halfway.
Yeah, I don't mind the high guard.
Okay,
I mean, right now they're in a position. What you're trying to do is put the guards in a spot where they're most difficult to double peel.
Higher than your broom. Higher than your broom.
I think the original call, Steve wanted that one kind of tucked in a little bit deeper, but it'll settle up high.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Should run pretty straight here.
All right, Josh. Let it up. Yeah, let's make it.
Again, certainly a chance to make the double peel and send that yellow rock straight back.
They want to go yellow, red, yellow. On to red.
Just hoping to catch the top one.
Let's go.
Lively crowd here at the Saddle Dome tonight with Team Alberta playing. Anytime Team Canada, Team Alberta, of course, both from Calgary competing. The crowd with a lot of energy.
Smudged it a hair. Line's good.
So Steve wants this one behind the yellow guard a little bit this time.
Take a look. Not quite to your brush. We're higher. Line's good. Gotta go. Yep. Yep, hard, Duke. Higher than your brush. Nope. Hard,
yep,
boys.
Go.
Every inch.
Hard.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. Well done, boys. Walker. Way to go.
That's right where you wanted it.
Big one.
Same shot.
Just play it air high.
Can we not get rid of all of them?
This is real thin. I think this is a lot easier shot.
Okay.
7 ace.
This curling here. This should be good ice for me, I think.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
Can Josh Berry get them going?
Right in between. Okay.
And they just can't seem to catch the angles they want.
We had it.
Okay. Almost good win.
He's going to try ripping it again, then we can do something.
Well, he's going to come here.
That's right.
If he misses that.
Yeah, or if he misses it.
Yeah, I think so. It's that or beat him in. Could set up a double, and then we got a pretty dicey draw on our last.
I think we throw a guard.
Okay.
Can you make the intern draw or no?
No, I don't.
It's the only other option. I don't think we can make it. It's just tough.
Have to go here.
Well, I was thinking if you could go like here, but
can't.
It's too tough, I think.
I think if we throw a guard, he may actually double peel us. He's got to make sure he scores here by the numbers.
So you're going here? He probably does this, eh? If we're here, he's
let him go here?
He's going to go here. If we're here, he's still doing this, I think.
I guess the thing, if we guard, you might play the run double.
If you're here, though. Come on, guys. Let's just make a decision, whatever you guys want.
Let's go, bud.
We're going guard?
Yep. So a guard the call for Saskatchewan.
Plug that hole for now.
Yeah, feet should be good here. It's kind of that 15-20 for a guard.
I think Saskatchewan lying 1 or 2. Tough to say.
In the meantime,
look it over for me, Dave, and we'll update this one. It's live on TSN 1 and 3. Battle of the Cooey brothers. Alberta taking on Northwest Territories, and Jamie Cooey. Jamie still looking for win number 1, and of course, Team Alberta from right here in Calgary trying to keep their playoff push alive, coming in with that 3-4 record, and a nice opportunity here. Final stone, you see the red counter, just needed paint, and there it is, right on the button for Kevin Cooey. So a nice 2 on the board and a comfortable lead coming home in 10.
Yeah, and Steve Laycock covered the hole. That's what he was trying to do. And they knew that if they threw the guard, that Adam Casey was going to be coming around them with the out turn to the top 4 foot.
And I do think PEI is second shot.
I do
too. To say, but it looks like it.
Yeah.
What you threw last time was pretty close.
Just a hair less. Seems to be straightening up a bit.
Okay. I think what you threw last time is 5s.
Okay.
And from Laycock's perspective, they didn't mind this. If Casey makes a really good draw, they freeze in on top of it, and it's a very difficult deuce. Then Saskatchewan is 1 down with last rock playing last in. They pointed out the fact that if he were to ever miss it, boy, that's a big opportunity for Saskatchewan to steal.
Hard! Come on, go.
Can't bump there.
Oh man, they're going from the get-go here, and this is starting to really track, and they've lost it.
Grab something early.
And Casey's frustrated, rightfully so.
We've seen a few draws in that same spot do that.
I think it's that path. I think it's way slower, and we just didn't realize.
No, that's the faster path.
No, it's not. Steve and them had the same thing happen the other way.
And Kirk Myers 2 ends ago had the same thing happen in that exact same spot.
Maybe, I don't know. Like it's just, there's a lot of like footprints and looks like flat spots there.
I've only thrown the intern going that way, so
yeah.
Work, Kirk. Middle,
yeah.
middle. Halfway, we'll let you know if we can get to the.
Yeah.
Just bite the 4, eh?
No, get right to the button.
Okay.
And now the opportunity that Steve Laycock was looking for.
Out here, he's going to be good.
Playing that out-turn draw.
Yep, get it there. You can get it to the button. Yep.
Coming in lie 2 without
Line's
hammer
good.
here in 9.
Line's really good. Top button, room. Where are we? Top 4. Whoa. Top
Yeah, they kept it a little bit wider, Brian, into
into
that nice path. They didn't get into the slower part in the middle.
And now let's see if it can finish. They'll just leave it up there.
Yeah.
That's fine, Steve.
Good call, boys.
We'd have to just keep pounding it the whole way, and then it's probably wide open.
I just want to make sure I throw enough weight that I can't tap him in.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
We're 1-2, right?
Are you throwing this though? It's fine, I think.
Yeah, 3/4 high.
Yeah. Should stay straight here for a while. Or?
Yeah, that's so high. It's good.
I think Saskatchewan just lying the 1.
Let's try to make this, but if we get
I
him
agree,
one, it's
and I
not
think
the
that
worst.
that's, you know,
I think
obviously
we want
a
more.
very
I don't think I
important
can tap
knock
him in
that
for 2.
Steve Laycock just threw. Had he got into the fully into the 8 foot, this shot wouldn't have been there for 2.
Oh, okay. I mean,
And I guess at worst, you come home with hammer, down by 1, or it's the opposite, you're up 1 without the hammer. So is this just quiet way to actually tap it on its own, Dave, or are they actually going to try run it and hit that red?
Well, he's going to throw about board weight or board up. It's easier to control it with a sweeping rather than throwing a peel.
Oh, man, and then again, right out of his hand, so
Okay, it's fine.
just got to be careful.
It's just tapping yellow.
Doesn't do anything else, is it?
Red, yellow, yellow,
Oh.
red. Oh, no. Okay, lucky break.
Or unlucky.
Just one, eh?
Well, I guess, considering it was bad from the get-go, and at least they didn't make it any worse, so it's just the 1. So they'll discuss what happened there. Casey obviously frustrated. 6-5, Saskatchewan coming home.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. And by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
All right, Dave, I know you're excited for this, so let's do it. FinalEnd.ca, secret word. Do it.
The secret word is hammer. Go to FinalEnd.ca and enter the secret word for a all-expense-paid trip or two to the 2016 Brier in Ottawa.
And what else happens? You remember the first 100 entries have a chance to win a $50
gift certificate from
M&M Meat Shops. There you go. Hey, well done. FinalEnd.ca, secret word hammer. After the game, enter the word. Dave is trying to figure out how to work a computer. And after that, you have a chance to win a trip to Ottawa, the 2016 Brier. And welcome back to our feature matchup, Saskatchewan, PEI. This has been a real entertaining game. And you see a steal in 9 for Steve Laycock, so he has a 6-5 lead. But it is Adam Casey and his team from the Silver Fox Curling and Yacht Club in Summerside in Charlottetown. They're playing the Yellowstones, and they do have the hammer coming home, down by 1.
Whoa.
We're 7, 8.
Whoa. Hard off that. Go. Hard. Try to get it behind. Go.
Okay.
Guard?
It's the high guard.
Yep. Let's go, buddy. 15-20.
Yep.
Well, we were talking about in the break the different philosophies in terms of the last end and whether you'd actually rather be one up without last rock or potentially one down with last rock. And you could probably ask, 10 different people and get. You can't get 10 answers,
Really,
but half of them
not.
on one side and half of them on the other side. And it really is preference. And Steve right away went for basically going for the steal. He put one top 4, threw up the center guard, and he's not even considering the peels right now. He's throwing another center guard on top of this and basically playing for a steal.
Hack.
Okay.
Try to chip this here.
What was your
Hopefully get the
preference,
red
Dave?
Over.
Okay.
Well, I think we
nose.
always like to be, if we had the choice, to be one up.
Heavy hack.
And I'm not sure statistically that it ever really mattered a whole bunch. Like, we won some and we lost some. I just think that the mental aspect of it for us was preferring to be one up.
All right, live look now, TSN 1 and 3. And it's the battle of the Cooeys. It's Alberta. It's Northwest Territories. Of course, Jamie Cooey looking for win number 1, but it has been all Kevin Cooey once again, Team Alberta. And final stone on the way. Chance to run them out of rocks. It's not the final stone, but it's now the final stone of the game because that is it. Cooey mathematically done in the end and done in the game. So handshakes, and always tough when you got to play your brother, but that was a big time win needed for Team Alberta. So they take it 7-4. And that certainly helps with their playoff push, as Alberta really needed that one. They came off that devastating loss earlier today on that amazing final stone from Brad Gushue, and Alberta improves to 4-4.
Line's good. Hair tight.
But I got more line.
Room.
Pretty good.
Room.
Line's good. Line's wait.
Show us the broom, Steve. Show us the broom. Show us the broom.
Oh, that far?
Yep.
No.
Hard, Duke.
Yeah, go, Kurt. Hard.
Hard, Duke.
Hard, Kurt. Go get it in there.
Go. Come on.
Hard.
Little more. Hard. Little more.
Good shot.
Attaboy.
Good, guys.
Freeze it up.
So good.
Speed's still good here, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I thrown all mine here. They're still good.
All right, just froze.
Got to get it there though.
Leave it here.
Pretty
Should
good.
be all there. Should be all there.
Pretty good.
No, I think it's all there. Take a look.
Rim.
4-5.
Just frozen, no bumps.
Gotta go.
Line's good.
Gotta go, Josh.
Line's good.
Hard then. Hard.
Hard.
Keep going. Keep going.
Hard.
Go.
Go hard. Go. Hard all the way.
Big
hard
scrub
all the way.
here, Anson Carmody.
Go.
That's okay, Anson. It's just
guys.
And that'll bite the 8.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yep. All right, give you a 20.
Yep.
Let's go, boys. Nice positive.
Just over.
We'd like to welcome our viewers now from TSN Feeds 1 and 3 who are watching the Cooey versus Cooey battle. We're in the 10th end. Saskatchewan, a 6-5 lead over PEI. And Saskatchewan throwing the Redstones, PEI the Yellowstones. Adam Casey with the hammer, down by 1 here in 10. And as you see the house come into view, you'll see that Redstone that belongs to Steve Laycock out of Saskatoon. And that is your shot stone at the moment. A lot of rocks out front. In the meantime, Dave Nettowin, let's check the game story.
Yeah, well, you can see that Steve Laycock's had a terrific game, shooting 96%, but it's been a little bit back and forth. There's been some great opportunities. Adam Casey made a terrific shot for 3 in the 5th end. So here it is with a steal and 9, and Saskatchewan up 1 point without last rock.
And the game story is brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. And with all these rocks in play, it is indeed Adam Casey and his team calling a timeout.
Yeah, and the strategy right from the get-go for Saskatchewan was to go for the steal. They put the rock in the top 4 foot and started guarding it. And that's certainly one way to play it. A lot of teams will look at an opportunity to get out of this end in terms of if there's a double peel, to eliminate rocks, force the opposition to a single point and play the extra end with a hammer. But Steve Laycock made that decision. They're going for the steal, and they've thrown everything they can up in front of their rock.
Let's just play this back. I like that. You like, Mike?
Middle one. Yep.
This one?
Yeah, the middle one to slash it back, or do you like the outer one?
I was thinking the outer one.
That's Coach Lincoln Peters.
Okay, let's do this.
The one on the center line. Yeah.
Gives us more options, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hair high for Peel.
Incredible numbers from Steve Laycock in this game. He's been unbelievable.
Hey Josh, just a hair high, buddy.
Yeah, it really is at 96%. And you could see that Adams Casey's numbers were quite a bit below that. And here we are with just a 1 point lead for Saskatchewan.
Well, that TSN turning point, definitely that slash that he made for 3, that was usually be the best shot of the day, but Brad Gushue, he claimed that early on.
Every day but today.
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
So Josh Berry.
Just taking the top one.
Okay.
He'll run the red, and it slides through everything.
Hey, Anson, just make sure he's ready to go. I don't think we're going to
just plug that up again.
He's always got this.
I think we almost guard, yeah, I think so, eh, Duke? They don't got nothing over there. Yeah.
I'm not too worried about these.
Split the center is pretty good.
Huh?
You can show him this side of it. Split the center line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nicer path, isn't it?
This is good.
Same weight, Duke?
Same weight's fine, yeah.
Let's go.
Third stones for Saskatchewan from Kirk Myers. And if you're just joining our coverage, Saskatchewan comes in with that 4-3 record. And PEI comes in with 5 losses. And we talked about it, 5 losses mathematically. You got a shot, but you need some help. So PEI cannot afford loss number 6.
A little bit. Really got to go.
Well, and Saskatchewan really doesn't want to fall back into the pack of 4 losses.
I don't know if I moved it.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the broadcast, Dave, you talked about Josh Berry being one of those key players you had your eye on in this. A big shot for Josh. They need him here. Run it back, pick the yellow, and he gets 2 to go.
Yeah, it certainly helps. He rolled the shooter enough that now there's the intern path through there. And taking off the guard that he did allows access now to that yellow one that's in the top 8 foot.
Yeah.
So Saskatchewan will guard it up.
I was quite positive with mine, and she just came there, so.
Halfway.
The scary thing for Saskatchewan is even with a good guard, you can't take away the run back. And a straight run back on the one he's throwing, or even that yellow one out to the side, and PEI will sit, 2 points at least.
So we're down to skip stones here in 10. Saskatchewan, PEI, a very tight game, a 1-point advantage. And the first on the way for Steve Laycock out of Saskatoon.
A little bit early. Really can't.
I got 0.
We're a little heavy. 3.
Over
We're tight.
Line's good.
No, I think we're it's fine. over curling. Weight's Higher good. the better.
Weight's good.
Higher the better. Clean. Clean.
Weight's just halfway.
Clean.
Just halfway.
Clean.
Only halfway.
Clean. Just a high clean. Good job, boys.
That's it.
Way to go.
It's good.
Really straight here, Adam.
Yeah. All right, let's make this.
Right
Should
on the
run
nose.
straight, eh?
I think so. Right stick.
Been really impressed with Adam Casey this week. Really his first time as a full-time skip on the big stage.
Yep.
His first and 10.
Whoa.
Run the red, yellow, red, he's got it. The yellow.
Nice shot.
The yellow will go, and it is still Saskatchewan shot stone, but he got that one moving.
Yeah. Just needed to curl a little bit more. The Saskatchewan stone would have rolled out to the right and left PEI sitting 2.
No, I knew it was a hair.
And you see that top red one just out counting the yellow, top 12.
Run double for the win, I guess.
You like that? Yep.
Yeah, I think we know it.
This spot we know. Let's go, boys.
This should be fine out here, eh? I'm still thinking zeros.
Okay.
Zero, Steve.
Also, you see that yellow stone on the dark roast.
90, 95?
No.
Maybe a possibility to raise that in later for Adam with his final stone.
Yeah, he could potentially raise it in and,
where your
basically
guard,
do a raised
95.
split for 2.
Yeah. So it was only like a guard was 03 or something like that, right? Yeah. Yep.
So Steve Laycock, his final stone.
85.
Clean. It's good. Clean.
Right now has a stolen point.
Oh, it's good. I love to go.
Trying to get right behind that red one to the forefoot. It's a small hole.
Wait there. Clean. Wait's good. Clean. Yep.
Got to get by that yellow one. He does. And now by his own red stone. Got to get it by his own red, and he'll rub.
Keep going.
Rolls the shooter in.
Well, that is a great shot because that was an extremely difficult hole.
I'll take it.
Double anymore.
Tough one. That's a good shot.
The big thing is it prevented any sort of potential for PEI from getting 2 points.
Like it's really close to killing the yellow anyways. Firm board. Yeah.
We're hitting
firm board. Let's make this. Like the ice is tough. Like we can set up a steal.
Gonna wait.
Firm board.
Okay.
I just don't want it to get. I don't want to be soft with it and have it take off.
No, I agree.
I think that's good ice.
So there's the broom. You see the hole. Got to come through those yellows.
Yep, board weight hidden stick.
So final stone here in 10 for Adam Casey.
Easy.
Board.
Easy. Clean.
Playing that control weight.
Clean.
Just coming down.
Clean. Easy,
A nice clean scrub from his front end. Bang it on the nose.
Nice.
There is the single. And we've got overtime in Calgary at the Saddle Dome. It's a 6-6 game. 11th end to come. This is it. Brad Gushue, this is all he's got. Run back, try, bang the yellow, come back, red onto yellow, spin it back! You kidding me?
What a shot!
Big brush, Menard, Sylvain, quick holding line, run it back, and bang! And now, question, will it sit? And it does!
Pat Simmons, bang, got it, and sticks around. And Team Canada continues to roll.
Sawatsky, Griffith, Kuhn calling line. 1, 2, has he got it? Has he got it? Has he got it? Yes!
There's been some amazing shots so far this week, and these are the 2 hot shots so far. Brad Jacobs, 9-0, he's perfect. Brad Gushue at 7-2. That is a game tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Kathy Gauthier and myself will have the call. Brad Jacobs, we know, into the 1-2 game. Brad Gushue, at least has himself a tiebreaker. So that is the situation. But first things first, we have an extra end. Saskatchewan, PEI, Adam Casey, the hit, the stick, and 10 for the single. We are tied up at 6. 1 end to go. Winner takes all here. And of course, it is Saskatchewan out of Saskatoon. Redstones, they do have the hammer here in 11.
Center guard went up for PEI, and Dallin Myers made a very nice tick shot, rolling a shooter right out of play.
You look good.
Nice numbers there from Robbie in his Briar debut.
Line's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit, Josh. No, line's good, line's good. Ooh. Ooh.
Good spot.
Great shot. Attaboy, shooter.
Shot.
He certainly came to play tonight. He's over 10% above his average for the week.
Simple double peel.
Same weight, hair less.
Pound less. Let's go, bud. Hit it right into it almost. Say hair less. Just a hair less. Yeah. Back line. Back line. Back line.
Yep.
Back line.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard flash.
Yes.
Hard. Gotta get shooter. Gotta get shooter. No, come on. Go on. Come on.
It's good.
2 good shots by Dallin.
That's what we needed.
T-line.
Still good here. I don't think it's going to be as slow as that path over here.
No.
Are we out in a little tighter?
Short's not terrible though, eh?
Yeah. Where are we going, sorry? Okay.
And it's really big, Brian, that they rolled the shooter off that far. That if PEI gets around these guards that still exist, Steve Laycock will have that in-turn draw to the forefoot of the button.
I think you have to go.
No, it's pretty good, I think.
Little bit.
Okay, take a look.
Fine.
Line.
Line's good.
Really good. Take a look. Line. You got room.
T-line.
Lots of room. Tons of room.
No. I got to finish. I got to finish.
Oh, we're there. We're there.
I got to finish. I got to finish. It's okay if it's deep. Okay.
Robbie, stay with him. Yep.
Turn on now.
Go now. Yep. Hard.
It's that center line, then starts to break.
Go, go.
Hard, Casey.
Hard.
It's a good spot, Anson.
I think so, Flash.
Double those off.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go, buddy. Where do I hit?
Half.
Half.
Let's go, bud.
Really hard.
Oh, great game by Colton as well, 94%.
Wow.
Gets them both going.
Nice shot, Flash.
Lovely job.
He's so good at those peels.
Little nervous yell out of his hand, but gets it done.
Like this side of it. Halfway.
No deeper than 2.
2. Lines are more tight.
All there. Okay, then.
Okay, line's good.
Just clean.
All there. All there.
Clean,
Clean.
Robbie. Josh, clean. Robbie off.
Higher the better. Josh, maybe finish. No, Doc. No, just Josh.
Higher the better.
Just
2.
Josh. Josh, go. Go.
All there.
Go. Okay, whoa.
Great shot. Attaboy.
Spot.
Rock, buddy.
Yeah.
4 seconds, buddy. Take your time.
4 seconds.
So there is enough angle
That for
that Colton
in?
Flash can do the run back and roll the shooter off.
In turn?
In turn, yeah.
3/4 nice.
Whoa.
Just clean. Just clean.
Good shot.
That is a rocket. Gets it to go. So, Dave, we know this. Northern Ontario 9-0. They are into the 1-2 page playoff game. Brad Gushue guaranteed at least a tiebreaker. Those two go head-to-head tomorrow morning on TSN. Quebec, Team Canada 6-3. And, of course, Saskatchewan on the ice right now looking for win number 5. Manitoba 4-4. Alberta the same. 5 losses. Maybe you still have a chance. Need some help.
2. Weight's good.
Rube.
Going to be a very interesting push to the finish. The final round robin game comes your way Friday morning.
Just at the end, Anson. Can't
Should
be
be
too
an
deep.
interesting draw, and we'll see if things sometimes on the Thursday night they get sorted out a little more clear. But
well, it's hard to believe that there's still 4 draws left, and all those teams with 3, 4, and 5 losses.
Straight up, half a rock.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys.
So they're not going to.
Sorry, David, go ahead.
No, I just say they're not going to worry about the double peel or running it back this time. Just peel the top one up.
Clean.
Nope, not at all. We swept it a lot of the way, so.
So PEI continues to throw the guards, and Saskatchewan will continue to peel them off.
It's a little less.
Little less.
A little higher. Okay, lines of hair tighter too.
Hard.
Oh. Hard. Come on. Hard. Go, 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 go. Hard. Gotta get it over.
Oh, they got to bust it here to get it over. Want to get it over the hog line, and they just do.
You know, I think that picked a little bit. But now actually Saskatchewan's got a decision to make. It's so high that it's really not guarding anything. Even if they're totally buried behind it, and it would be a fairly easy shot to access it.
And just a reminder, SportsCenter comes your way right after this game with Kara and Kelsey standing by in Toronto.
I know. But we're sitting in the 4-foot then right now.
Saskatchewan calling a timeout, and once again, Lyle Myers comes out.
Right, he's gonna play that tap.
Each team gets a timeout in
right
the
now,
extra end.
if I don't peel this, he goes here on his next one. Now what do we do? Draw?
Yeah, we would have to.
Which is not ideal.
Because they're on Skip's rocks already, though, hey?
I know.
So...
But that is what's going to happen.
Knows it. He goes here, you throw in there. How does he even get in? You know what I mean?
What's that? Peel?
If we knows that, he goes here, and we just go beside it over there. Like, I don't know how he gets in there.
You want to hit that one, Steve?
Well, he's only got 2 rocks left.
Right.
If he goes here...
You might still be able to peel. He's got to be perfectly buried if he can.
Because I guess if we peel this one, his last shot is going to be to bump that to the side of the button.
He's going to tap it to the side button while hit the pin.
Y'all hit the button.
Just hit and roll it? But Eddie guess he's going to make it perfect, but...
Just stay in the house?
Or we can
well,
nose that.
ideal would be nose.
Yeah, I can nose that, yeah. For sure.
I kind of like it myself, but... I think it's up to you.
If we're here and then draw here in my next one, he's in pretty tough shape.
He doesn't have a shot. Really, he's got to play this double or something. I don't know.
We're in now. He makes that.
You feel comfortable about
we got, I mean, a foot, but yeah, let's nose it.
Hard to say. Right.
Hack.
Yeah. Hack, wait. Hack.
So they ran through the scenarios of what would happen if they peeled the center guard. If they peel the center guard,
most of it though. Quite a bit of it.
Adam Casey will end up tapping that one that's an 8-foot back about 2 feet to the edge of the button. And Steve Laycock will either have a double takeout for the win or a draw to the button.
Right on the beach.
Running through the scenario of the nose hit, Adam Casey will likely throw a tight guard, and Saskatchewan will then have a chance to come around it.
Whoa. Little heavy.
Clean.
Close.
Yep. Close to board.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really gotta go. Whoa. Yes. Whoa.
By the high guard.
Whoa.
Roll it in.
Maybe usable.
On the nose. And away it goes.
That's good anyways, because it's always there, too. I don't think you want to roll it in. I think you want to leave it exposed just in case.
Yeah. Plays that.
If he ever misses it.
Pretty easy, though.
What do you like? Guard?
I was kind of thinking the guard.
I mean, we make a guard.
I sort of like going around.
I
mean, I guess it's pretty easy for him to make that.
I feel like
it is. I mean, if he ever misses it and I get 2 here.
You can guard here, Adam, if you try. He can't peel it, right?
Okay.
He's tapping this. That's the only thing.
That's okay. Let him play the tap, and then if I might have a run back.
If you leave it,
just try to leave half buried.
If you can bury an inch, he can't play that, but you can tap it, right?
I think that's good ice.
Well, the problem with the tight guard is that Saskatchewan's got the in-turn draw to the top 4-foot, and then I don't know what PEI has.
Mine run good anyway.
Did you like the play from Steve, that last rock?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Speed's okay, tight, half
I think
open.
that hitting it on the nose certainly gives you options in terms of what you're going to have on your last shot. Even if PEI was able to get around that, now you've got a short 2-foot run back to win the game.
Missed the hair last, Josh. We got to make sure we...
The other shot that PEI could do right now is the in-turn deep around the red one. Steve Laycock runs it back and maybe rolls. Now you've got to draw to the top 4-foot that now Laycock has to deal with.
Like two.
Hard that. Hard, you got it. 3. Hard, you got it. Go, go, go.
Where's the 3, Dave?
Hard,
well, they're calling for a tight
hard,
guard just in front of the rings.
Hard. Got it. Go hard.
Got to get it there, though, first. Robbie Doherty.
Hard. Keep going. Go.
Anson Carmody.
Hard. Go. Go.
Little bit more if they can.
There's something permanently in the ice there.
It's just slower there, that spot.
I don't think so. I threw 2 there and it felt real good.
Okay. Like I felt like
And
I
Josh,
thought that was max weight almost.
Josh's first and second, he threw the same weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Well, they've got the double
right?
peel.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's dead nuts, it's still only in the 12-foot.
Yeah. Yep, health is nice.
Yeah, you betcha.
Let's go, buddy.
Right? Just go across
you
it.
whiz
Dead
by.
nuts, it's in the 12.
Yeah. Really? Half a rock.
Well, the situation changed again, of course, because the PEI stone is so
Half a
close
rock?
to the other guard.
Yep.
Now the double peel is an option, which they didn't think was going to be.
Good scrub, Doc. You thought that was pretty tight out of my hand, right?
Half rock, Steve.
Come on, a hair less.
They are the only game remaining on this Wednesday night in Calgary.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Already
Whoa.
Thursday in parts of Canada. Steve Laycock.
Nice shot.
Double peel. He'll get the top one.
Same difference.
Got 2 shots.
Yeah.
And now the opportunity for Adam Casey will come in.
Shot, Steve.
Well, and here's exactly why Steve Laycock wanted to nose that redstone in the rings. If Adam Casey gets a really good draw around those, he's going to have a 2-foot run back to win.
I like it.
Or even just a light tap. He'll have his choice of shots at that point.
Where do you ends go, I think?
Okay. We're
make
back,
sure.
back 4 around the red's a pretty good spot.
Okay.
Stay hair less.
So he's thinking
That's good, that's
back
good.
for Dave. What about maybe side by side with the red, but obviously shot?
Yeah, you could do that, and then Steve Laycock is throwing the out-turn tap, moving it 1 foot, and he wins that way.
So I guess the moral of the story is that Steve's in a pretty good position regardless here.
Line's good.
Line's close, yep.
Back tee.
Wait.
Whoa, then, whoa.
Back tee.
Wait's all in there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait's real good.
Looks
Regardless,
Whoa,
Adam
yeah,
Casey
yeah,
has to be
back
shot
4.
stone with this rock.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Now it starts to break. They got to
hard.
sweep. It needs to be shot stone. And with that, Steve Laycock won't even have to throw. A tough break to end the game for Adam Casey, who battled hard for 11. But Team Saskatchewan, yeah, Skipper, you can breathe now. A 7-6 victory over PEI, and with that, Saskatchewan picks up win number 5. They stay at 3 losses, and for PEI, tough to swallow. That is loss number 6. All right, you're standing once again. You got Northern Ontario on top at 9-0. Newfoundland Labrador 7-2. They're guaranteed at least a tiebreaker, of course. Brad Jacobs into that 1-2 page playoff game. Quebec, Team Canada, both at 6-3. And Saskatchewan with that win, they are 5-3. And what a matchup tomorrow morning on TSN, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Brad Jacobs 9-0 going up against Newfoundland Labrador. Brad Gushue, both Olympic gold medalists. That will be a dandy. It was a great day, some fantastic shots. We've enjoyed it. Can't wait for championship weekend. Glad you're watching the Brier on TSN. SportsCenter is next.